If you like the sports broadcast brought to you by SPTV, make sure to find us on all of our social media outlets for all of your local Stevens Point athletics. Good afternoon, Pointers fans and family. We're here live at Gerke Field here in Stevens Point for this homecoming matchup today. This will be the pink game for the UW Stevens Point Pointers football team. They'll be taking on North Central, the Cardinals out of Illinois. I'm Curtis Round, and to the side of me is Adam Yurkovsky. Adam, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Curtis. You know, it's a rambunctious crowd, full stands. Could not be more excited. It's homecoming, Curtis. It's going to be a great game. Yeah,
UW Stevens Point North Central coming in is the first time ever last year. On September 28th, fourth-ranked Cardinals prevailed at a 27-7 at home. Pointers held North Central to 41 yards on 28 rushes, but scored only once on four red zone chances. The Pointers are 2-0 for their second year in a row now. Prior to last season, UWSP had not been 2-0 since the start of the 2008 season with 3 straight wins. Adam, do you think they're going to replicate what they did last year? They started 4-0 now last year, and they ended up 5-5 on the season.
Well, I think it starts today, Curtis. Today is going to be a great measuring stick for them. I think they can be greater than last year, but it's going to be a tough test today, and if they can hang with the Cardinal and, win the game, then that will be for sure an improvement from last year.
Now, the Stevens Point has scored 79 points combined in the first 2 games. That's very impressive. 79 points already in the season. Last time the Pointers scored at least 35 points back-to-back games, the final 2 games of the 2010 season. What does this say about the Point football team this year?
I think it says that they're electric. Their offense has played very well, but the main thing is they can't get behind, especially today against a team like North Central. They've started off a little slow, so if their offense can be electric throughout the game, I think they can be unstoppable.
And the Cardinals, we see projections that they're ranked 5th in the country this year, Division III football. The Cardinals 2-0, and they went against Platteville this last weekend and ended up beating 7th-ranked Platteville in a pretty good game. They actually destroyed them.
Yep, and that was in Platteville nonetheless. And I think Platteville has a very good football team. So that says a lot about this Cardinals and the football team that they've put together this year. I think that they're going to be a tough test for the Pointers, and I think they've just got a fantastic football team.
Yeah, and Christian Almonte, I believe he's a freshman.
Yep.
Freshman coming in, running back. He's leading the way right now, 135 yards on the season, only 8 carries. That's very impressive. What do you think of Almonte?
I think he's a great athlete. I think last game, he really showed what he can do. So if they can exploit that today and show his talents off against the Cardinals, I think the sky's the limit for that offense.
Yeah, and freshman Almonte, he ran for 3 touchdowns as UW Stevens Point outscored College last week. They went up 20-0 in the second half of a 37-21 non-conference victory. What do you think the running game needs to get going for a successful game for the Pointers today?
I think that does, but I think they need to find a healthy balance. I think that Kyle Larson needs to do things through the air and just make big plays through the air as well. But the running game has been fantastic, and Almonte only had 5 touches last weekend, and he was able to do all the things that he did: 3 touchdowns, 135 yards, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, and you talk about Kyle Larson, first-year starter. There was a quarterback battle in, if you want to say, the offseason for the Pointers, and Kyle Larson won that battle, and so far it's been a pretty aerial attack for this offense.
Yes, it has, and I think they're finally getting into things that Coach Janelle likes to do. The last few years it's been a transition, his first few years here as the Pointers head football coach, but he likes that spread system, and I think he's finally got his quarterback that he's been looking for in Kyle Larson.
And we look at the turnover history here, and this is going to play a big part in today's game. Both UW Stevens Point and North Central rank in the top 25 in the country in turnover margin through 3 weeks, Adam. What does this say about the 2 teams? Is this going to be the turning point for one of these teams here today?
I think the team that turns the ball over more obviously has the best shot to lose the football game. And I think what it says about being ranked in the top 25 for both these football teams is that they don't turn the ball over. They're not used to doing that. So I think whatever team starts to turn the ball over, it will catch them by surprise because they're not used to doing that things. And I think that team will have the best chance to lose the game.
Now let's go on to the receiving end on the offense here. We got Matt Sosinski leading the way for 246 reception yards on the season. What do you think of Matt Sosinski far in this season?
Well, he had an 80-yard touchdown reception last weekend against College, and I think that he's just a great talent, and it's good to have a player like that in the receiving corps. But I think our receiving corps is pretty deep. We've got Jared Pankow and other players that can make big plays, but Matt Sosinski, I think he's the #1 target right now for the Pointers.
Yeah, you also got Reed Lehman, that tight end. He's pretty big out there, and I think Kyle Larson really likes him.
Yeah, anytime you've got a tight end at any level of football, it helps because it creates matchup problems for the defense. I don't think that a linebacker can cover a tight end like Lehman, and I think that he's primed for a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. The Pointers, we do a little record breakdown here. Leading at half, they're 0-0, and because they haven't led at half, they've always started off poorly. Let's talk about that a little bit. What do you think needs to happen today? This slow start these past two games. I think we both agree on this. This can't happen for them to get a victory today.
Not against a team like North Central. I mean, they're 5th ranked in the nation, and any time that you fall behind against a 5th ranked team or a top 10 team in general, it's going to be tough to bounce back from that. So the Pointers need to start fast and start strong right off the bat, and they cannot fall behind today.
Yeah, and Adam, I'd just like to give an update for fans at home. The Wisconsin Badgers right now leading South Florida 27-10 in the fourth quarter. So it looks like the Badgers are going to pull out a victory there. But let's go on. Let's dive deep a little bit more into this Pointer team. What do you think's the key to the game for the Pointers offensively right now? What do you think they need to do in the first half and for the whole game, for that matter?
I think they need to just stay within themselves and create a great balance like they have so far this year. But like I said, they need to start fast, not fall behind, and not worry if they do fall behind to score. So I think that they need to just stay within themselves, create a good balance, get the running game going, and that will open up the pass. So I think that the offense, just like I said, needs to stay within themselves.
Yeah, I think we need to have a balance. You look at the Denver Broncos, this past weekend, they stuck to the run a little bit, and they kept sticking to the run. And then when the pass opened up the run, they had that balance. And I think that's what we need to see out of the Pointers. I don't like to reference NFL teams. This is D3 college football. But you look at those kind of games, you got to have a balance on offense. We need a fast start out of this offense. We can't create turnovers. I think the Pointers have to pretty much have a near-perfect game to pull this one off, especially versus a highly ranked Cardinals team.
For sure, yeah. I think the Pointers, just like you said, need to create that balance and have a fast start and make some big plays happen.
Now, on the defensive side of the ball, mention your guy for us. You said this guy probably might be the most important player in this game.
Yeah, Zach Valafsky, I think a strong safety needs to step it up today. He's stepped it up the first few games, been one of the team's leading tacklers. And I think that against the running football power attack from the Cardinal, I think he needs to definitely step it up. He's going to be all over the field today, Curtis.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bo Seibel. I believe he's the middle linebacker for the Pointers. This guy, we know the Seibel brothers from last year, and one of them left. Now we got Bo left. I think he's going to be the key in this one. Control that defense. We need to stuff the run because we know the Cardinals like to run the ball, and that's exactly what we need to do. The Pointers last year, I think they only held them, what we said before, 48 yards, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good, and I guess the way the Cardinals have started out the season, they're just a rushing powerhouse. And I think that communication is key for any defense, but especially today against the number 5 ranked Cardinal, that middle linebacker, Bo Seibel, has to definitely communicate well and just take control out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we look at the secondary also. I like to give a shout out to one of my high school alums, Michael Longmire from Lincoln High School out of Manitowoc. He's starting corner, number 20. Had an interception in that first game. That was pretty big, and hopefully he can show up today in that secondary as a whole.
Yeah, I know. I really like Deion Jones. He stepped up. He had an interception, I believe, the first week against Albion. And another guy I would like to touch on is Danny Wall, the senior. He is going to be important today as well. That secondary just has to step it up and just lock down across the board. And
it's interesting, Adam, because both of these teams are second-half teams. The Stevens Point and North Central, they combined outscore opponents 79-21 in the second half of these games this season. The Cardinals have limited the opposition to a single touchdown in the second half of the games, while the Pointers have scored 34 third-quarter points in these pair of come-behind wins. I mean, what does that say? Are we going to see a slow first half of both of these teams, or are we going to get a fast start here?
Well, I think what it says here about these two teams is that they never give up. I think that even though the first half may be a grind for both of these teams, especially the Pointers these first 2 games of the year, they will never give up. They will keep fighting till the bitter end, and I think that's what they need against the Cardinals.
And here come the Pointers right onto the field. They're charging out now. They got the flag guys out there, and this Pointer football team looks ready to go.
Ready to go. The crowd is getting into it. It's homecoming. It's the pink game. It's going to be a lot of fun, Curtis.
Well, all right, we got 5 minutes left before game time. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to make predictions for the Pointers taking on the Cardinals here at Gorky Field. Stay tuned.
Homecoming 2014 is wrapping up, and you can catch all the highlights on this week's SPTV News.
My name is Julia Flaherty. I'm the current promotions director at SPTV. My job allows for me to have a lot of personal creative direction because that is the team environment that we instill here at SPTV. This past summer, I had the opportunity to write for hercampus.com as well as thedailyquirk.com. Personally, I feel that being involved with SPTV has really helped boost my confidence and my ability to network with other students. If student media is something that interests you, and even if you're not really sure what student media means, you should stop by our studios. We are looking forward to having you involved this year, and we cannot wait to make media with you.
Welcome back to Gerke Field. I'm Curtis Round, and to the side of me here is Adam Yurkovsky, and we're live here at the Pointer Homecoming football game. Pointer's taking on the Cardinals, and we're just going to jump forward here, and we're going to make some predictions here, Adam. And we'll start with you. What do you see in this matchup, and who wins this game?
I see it's going to be a grind. I think from the get-go, I think both teams are going to be feeling out each other a lot, and I don't think that it's going to be a shootout like some people may believe. I think that with the running attack from the Cardinals and the methodical approach from the Pointers, I think it's going to be a very close game. I've got 24-21 Pointers.
All righty, and I'm going to go on the other side of it. I think the Cardinals are going to ground and pound, and when that starts to slow down, they're going to open up the pass, and there's going to get a balancer. And I'm going to go with the Cardinals on this one. I think ranked 5 in the nation right now. I think this Pointer team, they've had comeback wins, but they needed dominant wins coming into this game. And these comeback wins it's not going to happen versus Cardinals team. I think the Cardinals win, and I think it's going to be more of a blowout here.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All righty, we're back here now, and we're just talking about this, and I'm gonna keep going on this. I think the Cardinal. I think this is gonna be more of a blowout than people think here, Adam. I honestly think this Cardinals team is gonna show how far this Pointer team is along in the season. I think the Cardinals win this one. I'm gonna go 31-21. Cardinals win. What do you think of that?
I think it's not a bad prediction, but like I said, I think this is a great measuring stick for the Pointers. I think they're going to step it up today. It's homecoming. They don't want to disappoint the crowd, and I think that they're going to have a dogfight on their hands here. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
And Adam, we also forgot this is a pink game today too. We always have the pink game every single year. It lands on homecoming this year. We'd also like to honor someone in that. She passed away this past year. Joanne Swomey. If we get a moment of silence there for a few seconds here for her, and just reflect on she had breast cancer, and we sympathize for that family. All righty, thank you. Now we're back here. Looks like we're going with the coin toss here, Adam. It'll be interesting to see if Point want to start off fast and get the ball, or play a little defensively and defer for the second half.
With how they're going to approach this game, I think they're going to want the football. I think they want to get into Kyle Larson's hands and get him loose and just try and make big plays happen right away because, like I said, they cannot start behind today. They need to explode out of the gate and make something happen.
Yeah, and we got the captains out there for the Pointers. Number 5, Evan Butts. Zach Valevsky, your buddy there. Number 44, Jake Lukey. And there goes the flip, folks.
You want the ball? Which direction would you like to kick? Perfect.
And it looks like the point is going to be.
To start the game, North Central has won the toss. They will receive in the north.
And the Cardinals, they want to start fast here. They're going to be receiving the ball now. What do you hope to see with this Pointer defense right away?
I want to see them to come out firing. It's homecoming. I want them to step it up, and I want to see just an excellent defensive possession, but it's going to be tough. The Cardinals have a very good rushing attack.
All righty, we're just some minutes away now from kickoff here. It's a beautiful day, 75 degrees out, a little hot setting up today.
Yep, you can't ask for a better game, though. It's not raining. It's a perfect day. No excuse for turnovers today besides their own fault, and I think that both teams are probably thankful it's a day like today.
I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Calinthi Orthopedics, The Store, Subway Eat Fresh, and everyone else out there who supported the Stevens Point Athletic crew. All righty, and here we go. The Cardinals and Pointers are out for kickoff now.
Valverde, Jesse Valverde.
All righty, Jesse Valverde here for the kick.
Both teams are pumped up, Curtis. I just love the atmosphere here right now. It's going to be a great game.
All righty, they just got the whistle now. And Valverde with the boot. All righty, and here we go. And it's a touchback, Adam. Here, we'll start the ball here for the Cardinals out at the 20-yard line now.
And I expect the offensive line for the Cardinals to be ready to go. They're going to be running behind those Hogs all day long, Curtis. And I just expect the Pointers to come out and have a game plan to account for that. They've been honored by D3Football.com, and I think that their offensive line deserves a lot of respect.
All righty, and here's the formation now. Dylan Warden, I apologize. Dylan Warden, the shotgun. He's got split backs here, 2 wide receivers to his left. Oh, and he motions the fullback over, it looks like. He's got him out on a screen pass. He's got him out to the outside. And he's running forward for about a 17-yard gain right away, Adam. What are the Pointers defense doing? They look like they're on their heels on that play.
Yeah, that was just terrible containment. It looks like the Cardinals are going to go with the hurry-up offense. So here,
that was Matt Randolph on the reception there.
Yeah, and they've just got to contain little screen passes like that and got to be prepared for anything because I think they're going to respect the run, but they've got to definitely account for the pass here today.
And like you said, no huddle here. Dylan Warden now running back to his right, number 20. I mean, he's motioning him over again. And there he goes with the handoff, this time number 26 to the left side. And he's taken down.
And that's Valevsky, number 6, the safety. He came up just like I thought they would do with him today. He's such a good tackler. They got to bring him up today to respect the run, but they've got to be careful and play strong man-to-man defense across the board if they're going to do that.
That was Ryan Kent on the rush, and that's another first down for the Cardinals.
No huddle here again for the Cardinals as well.
Dylan Warden motions again. They're going with this motion play. This time he fakes a handoff. He's going for a 25, wide open to the 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. Just like that, and they're on the board with under a minute into the game.
Yeah.
Pointers defense right now is back on their heels. This ain't looking good so far.
They had the single high safety, and he bit to the left over there. They brought Valevsky up again to respect the run, but they've got to be very careful, and that safety has to play over the top flawless today.
That was Peter Sorensen on the touchdown reception there for about a 30, 35-yard touchdown pass. Defense did not know what they were doing. Here comes the kick here. And it's good. The Cardinals go up 7-0 with a minute into the game, Adam.
And
What do you think of this Pointer offense? We need a fast start here now.
Oh, yeah, we need to regroup and just come out firing and match them point for point today, because it looks after that first drive that there might be a shootout. The Pointer defense definitely has to step up and play better than that next possession as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the safeties, they got faked on that play action pass there.
Yeah, and like I said, Velasquez came up again to respect that run, but then the other safety definitely has to account for anything behind him, and he definitely did not do that on that play.
All righty, well, the Pointers are looking to rebound here now, and hopefully this offense can get going, that defense. It seems like they're getting in a slow start like they usually do, Adam, and I don't like to see that.
I don't like to see that on homecoming. I'm sure the fans do not like to see that as well. And it looks like Christian Almonte, that electric back, is back to receive the kickoff, Curtis.
All righty, and I'll tell you what, Adam, fans are still piling in here. I don't know if they'll be able to sit down.
Yeah,
the stadium looks like it's pretty much full for this game today.
It's very rambunctious. I love the atmosphere, but the Pointers got to add to the atmosphere. And kicking off for the Cardinals, that looks like Eric Duthie.
It's actually Dom Savagila. Savagila on for the kick now. All righty, and here we go. Christian Almonte gets the ball about the 4-yard line. He's out to the 20 now. Breaking tackles, and he's off. He's got some space here to the 30. And he's taken out about the 34-yard line. Christian Almonte, what an electric run there to get these Pointer offense in a decent field position now, Adam.
Yeah, and we got to see some of that electric speed, and that's what I like, Kurtz, to see coming back from a letdown on defense. Christian Almonte making something happen and getting some good field position for the Pointers.
Now, it'll be interesting to see. Do we go with this slow down in the game, slow this defense down a little bit, slow the atmosphere? What do you think?
Yeah, I think after an up-tempo approach from the Cardinals, they shouldn't match that. They should slow down the tempo, take their time, because if the Cardinals keep moving as fast as the Oregon Ducks did, I think they just need to slow it down here.
It's like DeJuan Wright is the back. We got a pistol formation here. Kyle Larson under center now. And Larson takes the snap, and he hands off to DeJuan Wright. DeJuan Wright cutting, and he managed about a 2-yard gain right there. Adam, do you think the slow pace is the right thing to do here? I would go right back on the attack.
I think the slow pace is the right way to do it. Like I said, they got to slow things down and regroup here. This is about staying within themselves.
Well, they ain't huddling up, I'll tell you that much, Adam. We got Kyle Larson, the pistol again. 2 receivers to his right. DeJuan Wright behind him here.
Stafey looks like he's coming on the blitz.
Yeah, Larson. He's handing off to Wright here again, and Wright pushes forward. It looks to be a little bit short here. It'll be a third and 1, I'd say, third and short here.
Gain of 7 on the play.
And that was number 72, Jimmy Pelnarsh on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Calls being called in from the sidelines for the Pointers. Kyle Larson under center now. And looks like they're sticking. Looks like they're sticking to the pistol offense again here. Oh, no, now he's under center. And he takes a sneak, and he powers forward. Looks like he's got enough for the first down.
And that was a great push by the
Pointers,
offensive line.
first down. Here we go now.
That was just a great push by the offensive line. Curtis and Kyle Larson instinctively calling. I think he changed the play up a little bit there and called for the QB sneak. Good job by him.
We got 1st and 10 now with 12:35 left in the first quarter. Pointers on the 45-yard line.
Coaching staff sending tons of singles into Kyle Larson. Fullback
We got
line.
Logan Taylor and Matt Sosinski to Larson's right here. Larson in the pistol, calling out plays. And he takes the snap. It looks like it's going to be a pass. He does a pump fake now. He's got Larson now for about a 25-yard gain. There we go.
And that is what the Pointers need
Logan
to do.
Taylor, the sophomore, on the reception.
Here
And this
we
Pointer
go.
offense looks like it's starting to hit some strides here, Adam.
Yeah, and like you said, they should keep up that up tempo, and that's what they're doing right now. And
And we have a penalty on the play.
yeah, I don't know what this could be. It came from the back judge.
It looks like it's against the Cardinals.
All right. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer there.
That-
Kyle Larson took a shot. And the Pointers are now on the 15-yard line, approaching the goal. Here we go.
And this is just what they needed. But last year, remember, they had 4 trips into the red zone. They only executed 1 touchdown out of it.
This is a crucial drive. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right now, all spread out. Matt Siskinski, Logan Taylor, and Jared Pank out to his right. Matt. And Larson, the shotgun, he takes the snap. Scanning left. No, now he's scrambling. And the Cardinal defense comes up with the sack there.
They swarmed
Offensive
all
line
over
couldn't keep the hold there, Adam.
Yeah, Jimmy Palnarsh again on the tackle for the Cardinals. He's only a sophomore and making big plays early. He is getting a good push for that Cardinal defensive line.
2nd and 15 now. Kyle Larson. Looks like they're going in the shotgun again here. Jake Menzel's now checked into the game. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Matt Skaczynski out to his left. Kyle Larson. All right, here comes a pass. He's throwing. Oh, looks like it was double covered on that play. Logan Taylor going to him. Well, he's trying to hook up with Logan Taylor early here. I know the quarterback last year, Bo Wilson, really liked him.
Yeah, it was a little dangerous, though. I mean, the safety even came down on him, so it was almost triple coverage there. And I think that Kyle Larson's really got to just take his time and go through his progressions a little more there, Curtis.
All righty, now we got another shotgun. 3rd and 15, big drive, big down right now, Adam. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Kyle Larson takes the snap here. He's got some time. He's fighting around Logan Taylor, and he's taking out around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not enough for a first down, but you know what? It was a safe throw, and he didn't try and force anything, so now they've still got a chance for points. I like the decision by Kyle Larson right there.
It looks like Jesse Valverde will come out for the kick here.
And he's 1 for 3 on the season, Curtis, so hopefully he can turn it around a little bit today and make this field goal.
They need a score here. It wouldn't be good missing this kick. Absolutely not right now. So here we go. Valverde's lining up for the kick. It's going to be about a 24, 25-yard kick here. And it looks good. Valverde splits the uprights, and the Pointers are on the board. It's 3-7 with 10:25 left in the first quarter. The Cardinals are leading the UWSP Pointers.
And that's just what they needed, Curtis, after that letdown on defense, to come back and just get some points on the board. And the offense looked very sharp. They kind of got caught up here in the red zone again, just like last year, but I think they'll get over that hump.
With over 30 years of experience and commitment, you can count on a wine can to help you look and feel your best. The wine can in front of Kmart in Stevens Point. And make sure you get down to the tent to get your pink game.
Alrighty, Adam. Well, the Pointers got on the board, and that's exciting to see right now for them. It's 3-7 with 10:25 left in the first. It looks like Valverde will be kicking off again here.
Yeah, and Curtis, I expect that defense to come back out here firing. I think they need to definitely step it up now. And I think that they just got to stay within themselves and not let anything deep behind them. Respect the run.
Number 14,
John Skopna here, back for the return. Jesse Valverde is lining up, and there's the whistle, Adam. Here we go. And here goes the boot. Valverde kicks one deep. Skopna gets one in the end zone again. He's taking this one out. He's on to the 10, the 15. Now he's got some space to the 20, 35. He's out to the 40. He's to the 50. And he keeps going. He's got some room now. He's cutting cross field. And he's taken down by number 21 of the Pointers, Matt Gaffney. Gaffney saving the day there, Adam. He had some room there. And this special teams, this is key now. The Cardinals are going to be starting at their own. Are the Pointers 30-yard line now?
I always like to say it's a three-pronged attack in football, the special teams offense and defense, and the special teams missed 3 tackles there, Curtis, and I think that was just terrible containment, and this is not what they needed after a nice drive like they had on offense.
All righty, now the Cardinal offense coming back on here. Dylan Warden looking pretty good today. He's got a 1 touchdown pass already.
Yep, and don't sleep on Ryan Kent either. He can still have a big game.
Dylan Warden now in shotgun. He's motioning again. And he's got him on an end around almost here, and he's out. He's got a lane now, and he's wrapped up. John Conowitz wraps him up there, and it looks like about an 8-yard gain. Oh, no.
And the
And
Cardinals.
they're giving a first down, a 10-yard gain there.
Yeah, forward progress. That he was met by John Kontowitz, and Kontowitz had a nice tackle there. But again, they have to contain. They haven't done a good job containing yet today, and I think that they've got to really focus on that.
Skopna there on the end-around run there.
And they're not quitting this hurry-up attack either.
Dylan Warden now in shotgun. And he's got a fake. Oh!
Got
and
him.
there he is.
They got him.
And Bo Seibel, I talked about him before the game. Bo Seibel coming in off the edge there and
13,
sacks
Bo Seibel
Dylan
with the
Warden
sack.
for
Yep,
a loss.
he got him, and that was great job coming off the end with a
Loss
blitz. I think it was
of
a
9
cross
on the
blitz
play.
there. And he's a
Second
middle
and
linebacker, but he came on the
19.
outside and made a great play. Excellent.
Dylan Warden tried to do a little spin move, but he had nowhere to go on that play. A few pointers in there for the attack.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they needed, Curtis, to
Going
get this
still with
fire
his no
going.
huddle. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left now. Dylan Warden in the shotgun, running back to his left. He takes a fake. He's got a screen out to Scott now.
Contain.
Scott now, he's got some room now. And he's out to the 16-yard line for about a gain of 9. Matt Gaffney on the tackle there.
Pass completed to Skopna.
Yeah, and the
Comes
kid,
up on a 37. Adam, I think this is a big point in the game right here. The Pointers defense needs to hold them to at least a field
stand
goal.
tall. They need to stand tall and hope for a field goal. That would do wonders for that offense who's already flying high today. Big down, big down.
All righty, it looks like they got 4 wide receivers out there. They got Ryan Kenton at running back to the right of Dylan Warden. Dylan Warden motions. Oh,
And it looks like there's a timeout now by the Cardinals.
the Cardinals don't like what they're seeing on this Pointer defense setup right now, so they're going to take a timeout here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. It's 7-3. Cardinals over the Pointers in the first quarter.
If they could speak up, we wouldn't have to. Bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
At Renaissance Learning, we're proud to have many UW Stevens Point alumni as our coworkers and friends. Located right here in central Wisconsin, Renaissance Learning is a world leader in cloud-based assessment, teaching, and learning solutions. If you're looking to build a great career while making a lasting impact on the lives of students worldwide, we'd love to hear from you. Visit Renaissance.com and click on About Us to view a list of current openings. Become part of our world-class team. Apply today.
Welcome back to Gerke Field here. The Cardinals leading the Pointers now 7-3 with 8:16 left in the first quarter. And a big third down here, Adam. You got the Cardinals on offense. Dylan Warden on the shotgun.
Got to
He's got
contain.
Ryan Kennedy. You got a motion with Rudolph. Warden. He's got 9.
Oh, did they make a move?
Big hit there.
He did not make a football move, so the ball is going to be incomplete, but great hit there by the safety, and I think
That was Peter Sorensen who was going through there, and he had him. He just couldn't bring it in. The Pointer defense here, just a pounding ground him there, and ball
Yeah.
got knocked out.
And I think Sorensen, he's old reliable for this offense right there. So that was a good hit on him and a great job to break up the pass by the Pointers defense.
Alrighty, and Dom Zavahila. I might have murdered his last name, and I apologize for that. Here goes the kick.
Blocked!
Oh, and it's
Blocked!
by the Pointers.
And that was an excellent stand. That's what they needed.
Number 20 on the block for the Pointers. That's a second block kick he's had all year.
That's what they needed, Curtis, and this crowd is excited. It's homecoming. Let's go. That was a fantastic job coming off the edge.
Michael Longmire, the cornerback, sophomore coming in here. I apologize, junior, coming up with the block kick. This has really electrified this offense, hopefully now. And the Pointer offense will take over at the 22-yard line.
And I think what that gives them, Curtis, is hope. That gives them hope here now, and hopefully it fuels the fire.
Kyle Larson now in the pistol. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's got DeJuan right behind him. And he takes a snap. All right, and he's got a man open.
Got him.
He's got Matt Sosinski open for about a 15-yard gain. wrapped up immediately by the Cardinals defense.
And that was an excellent job by Dewan Wright to pick up the blitzing linebacker, gave him a nice pocket, and he was able to find Sosinski for the open play.
Alrighty, first down already after this block kick here. They're gonna start to roll this offense. Maybe take a few more shots now here.
Yeah, they're not afraid to pass the ball so far, Curtis. I like it.
Kyle Larson in the shotgun, Dewan to his right now, and now he's going back into the pistol formation. Might see a run here. And Gaffney takes a snap, and there's a handoff to Wright, and Wright's powering forward for about a 3-yard gain. So offensive line, it seems like need a little bit more push here. They need a little more push up in the offensive front.
Yeah, and I think the way they're set up, it's the spread offense, Curtis. I think they're set up to more be a pass-blocking offensive line, but today they've got to definitely get a push against that big defensive line of the Cardinals.
Alrighty, and calls being thrown into the game now. Kyle Larson in the pistol. 3 receivers to his left now. 1 to his right, Sosinski's to his right. Dewan Wright in the backfield. Kyle Larson takes a snap, and he fake hands off. He's got a wide receiver scheme to Logan Taylor. Taylor's wrapped up right at the line.
Yeah, and Larson had no time to go through his progressions there. They came with the blitz, and so he had to get it out right away, so that was kind of a busted play there.
Alrighty, with 6:40 and ticking now. Kyle Larson, I apologize. Kyle Larson under center in the shotgun. Alrighty, and it looks like
free play. And he's got Sosinski. First down. Excellent job.
Number 2 for the Pointers.
And they took advantage of that offsides right there, Adam.
Yep, great job recognizing it was a free play and expanding down the field, taking a shot. I like it. Kyle Larson really maturing these first few weeks here.
And it's offsides by the Cardinal defense. They will obviously decline that. Kyle Larson in the pistol now. 3 wide receiver to his right. And Larson, he's got a wide receiver screen out. Jared Pinkow now on the reception for about a 5-yard gain. A little wide receiver screen. They like those screens a lot there, Adam.
Yeah, I think it's easing him into this game. They're versing the number 5 team in the nation right now for D3. And I think for a young quarterback, he's only a sophomore, you've got to ease him in with a little bubble screen here, a little slant there, and they're doing an excellent job.
Jake Menzel is the back in this game right now with Dewan Wright out.
And they've been utilizing the pistol offense a lot today, and I like to see that because it offers a lot of options for them.
Kyle Larson is in the pistol again here. Alrighty, and he takes a snap, and he hands it off to Menzel. Menzel gets about a 2-yard gain on that. It seems like this offensive line isn't getting not a lot of blocking here right at the start of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, they did enough there. It's close to a first down, and as long as they're doing enough and giving Larson time in the pass right now, I think they've got something good going on, but they do need to get a better push. You're right.
It's a big 3rd down and 1 for the Pointers. They're now on the Cardinals' 33-yard line here.
Got a good drive going here again.
Kyle Larson in the pistol formation. Now they motion him. They're motioning the tight end. And they hand off to Menzel.
And it looks like he's just
Menzel, from what the judge is saying, they got the first down here.
Very good job by Menzel to read the hold there.
And they're going to give him a first down.
Menzel did a great job with his vision there. When he didn't see something right, he spun it back left and pushed just for enough for a first down.
Very patient. That's what you want to see out of something like that, especially on that 3rd down and 1. Very important to keep pushing that ball. Keep this drive alive.
Oh, yeah, and they've got a nice one going, Curtis. Getting closer and closer towards that end zone.
Alrighty, now the Pointer offense. They got Jared Pankow and Logan Taylor to his left.
A lot of substitutions today for the Pointers.
1 wide receiver to his right.
Oh, and that's a false start.
And a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Pointers offense.
Yeah, it was a left tackle. Looked like it was Ryan Ramczyk.
Ryan Ramczyk looks like he's on the penalty there for the Pointers. A false start, and that will bring them back 5 yards.
And they've got to play within themselves. They've got to stay away from penalties and have clean laundry on the day, Curtis, if they want to win this football game.
And looks like they called in Evan Butts, the wide receiver. He's got a club on his hand today. It'll be interesting to see what he does with that.
Yeah, it kind of impairs.
6'5" wide receiver. You can't complain about the size there, Adam.
No, and they're using him as like a hybrid fullback tight end right now, and I like that.
All righty, Kyle Larson in the pistol. Wallace to his right. He takes a snap with a fake handoff. He's scanning left. And he's got Logan Taylor open for about a
That was a very dangerous
gain of
pass.
6 or 7 on the play there. That brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Pointers offense.
Very dangerous pass. Had a tight window there, but he fit it in. And I think he showed us a little bit of his arm strength there.
And Kyle Larson, he's finding these passes. Granted, there's some short ones there, but he's had some 20, 25-yard throws on the day, and they're really starting to sync with this passing game right now.
Yeah, and I like it. You know, like I said before the broadcast, I think Tom Durnell finally found his quarterback that he likes. He can exploit the pass while also getting an electric runner at quarterback as well, because Kyle Larson can run it.
And Matt Soskinski in the game in the left side for Kyle Larson. He got 2 wide receivers to the right, and he takes the snap. Hands off to DeJuan Wright. Pushing forward for about a 4-yard gain. It brings up a 3rd and 4.
One thing I've noticed about DeJuan Wright, he is running the football with a purpose today. Where the line is lacking in push, Curtis, DeJuan Wright is pushing forward himself, and I like to see a hard runner like that. I'm a little surprised Christian Almonte has not checked into the game yet.
And we might see that in the second half. Maybe they're waiting to get him going in the second half. We got Kyle Larson, the shotgun, DeJuan Wright to his right, 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Kyle Larson's calling out. Looks like he's going to try to get this defense off. Oh, and he takes the snap. Kyle Larson, it looks like they got a screen play, and DeJuan Wright drops the ball. They set up a screen there. It looked like they were going to have something open on that play, too.
Yeah, it did. I think, you know, that little screen was developing, but like you said, DeJuan Wright just dropped it. But otherwise, it would have developed nicely. They had a nice blockade in front of them, and I think they would have definitely gotten the first down, if not more.
And all righty, Adam, this is we're gonna test Valverde's leg here. This is gonna be about a
Attempting field goal by the Pointers, number 97, Jesse Valverde.
Yeah, and Valverde, like I said, now he's 2 for 4 on the year, so anything can happen, but this is a long field goal to test this kicker.
And Valverde takes it, and he kicks it
Up,
up.
and it looks good. It is good. And he got it, showing off some strength. Boy, Curtis, he's got a boot.
Boot, ladies and gentlemen. The Pointers are cutting this lead a little bit short now. They're down 1 point. Cardinals are leading the Stevens Point Pointers 7-6 with 2:29 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that kicker showing a lot of moxie, a lot of poise. You know, it was a bad snap. The holder kind of bobbled it there, but then he adjusted, just was patient, and he booted it through. Very nice job by the kicker there. And, you know, I think this is just what that Pointer team needs, Curtis. I think that they've got to they're staying within themselves. They're playing good football now on offense for sure, but they've got to keep driving. Can't get stalled like that.
Close, especially with these second half teams. Both of them second half teams. You got to keep this game close going into that second half.
Most
so
definitely.
They're doing a good job of that. We'd like to see touchdowns instead of field goals right now, but this game is close and you can't complain, especially with this high-powered Cardinals team.
Yeah, points are points, Curtis. They come at a premium against a team like this, and it's close enough, and this defense is probably fired up and ready to go now.
All righty, and Scott now looks like he's back to return this one. Valverde, and there's the kick. Skokna's back, 8 yards back, and Valverde shows off his leg again, kicking that one right out of the end zone there.
Well, I think Valverde's riding high on a little adrenaline there after a nice field goal, you know, so I wasn't very surprised that he kicked it through the end zone there. Very nice.
All righty, and the Cardinals offense will take over now at the 20-yard line. And it looks like this Point team, they're starting to build some momentum here. They created a turnover off that block kick, I would say, and then now this offense gets some points, and here we go back on defense again.
Yeah, and you know, 7-6 with 2:29 left in the first, a little closer than your prediction so far.
Oh, and you're going to give me a hard time all day, aren't you, Adam?
We'll see, man. We'll see.
All righty, Warden's in the shotgun. He's got Ryan Kent to his right, 3 wide receivers to his left, and he motions.
Quarterback's got the ball. Very nice.
And the defensive line, big push there, not letting him go anywhere.
Yeah, and like I said, they're fired up. They're excited. They got to push inside, and they weren't fooled
And
at
Dan
all.
Brown fired up on the field down there. He's pushing guys left and right in that, on that offensive line.
I like to see it because that offensive line's gotten a lot of praise, Curtis, and the Pointer defensive line is showing that they're not scared of anybody right now.
All right, and you got Warden in the shotgun. Ryan Kent to his right. 3 wide receiver to his right, 1 to his left. Warden takes stab, he fakes a handoff, and it's intercepted!
Intercepted!
By the Stevens Point defense.
That's number 44. That is Jake Lutke on the interception. And my boy
And the Pointers take over on the Cardinals' 30-yard line.
Malafsky was in the area, Curtis. They brought him up again, and they got right in front of the pass. And
Way to sniff that one out. He really baited him into that throw and jumped the route there and took the interception away from him. Took the pass away from him. And the Pointers are going to take over on the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Great field position. The offense, we can't come away with a field goal here. This is a turning point for this first half, at least. We need to take a touchdown out of this.
If they execute with a touchdown here, the sky's the limit for this Pointers. They were going for Sorensen again. He's been playing inside a lot. He's their number 1 target so far this season, but the Pointers defense wasn't fooled. Number 3 quarterback,
Chris Zableski now at quarterback here. He's in his shotgun, 3 wide receiver to his right. Takes a snap. He's got a screen out. Oh, and he throws it back on a trick play.
Trick play.
Zableski.
Go.
He's to the 20, the 15.
He's
the
got
10.
it. Oh, and he's
taken
out of bounds.
At about the 5-yard line. The Pointers
What a play.
have one out of the
What a
foot
play.
there.
And that was just crafty. I love it, Curtis. They're not afraid to do the gadget plays, and that was fantastic.
Now that's how you electrify an offense. Here we go now.
And Kyle Larson will check back in, but what a play by Chris Zableski. It looked a little bit of excitement there for this home crowd.
Kyle Larson back in the game now. They're huddling up here. Pointers now on the Cardinals' 5-yard line, pushing in.
Gotta execute here. Gotta execute.
Kyle Larson in the pistol. DeJuan Wright, he fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right, and he's taken down. Corner by Jeremy Nicholas.
Yeah, and he's got to be more aware there from his blind side. And I think the running back missed the block there a little bit. The fake was a little late, and the running back was late in getting his block there. So he's got to be more aware, and if he feels pressure, he's got to throw it away.
Let's go back to that trick play, Adam. I mean, take us through that play. What would you see on that play, and why did it succeed?
Well, I think, they set the screen. They took 2 guys blocking out the screen right, but then the rest of the line went left. But since he threw it right, the defense bit hard. There was no one there on the left side to account for it.
All right, Kyle Larson in the pistol. DeJuan Wright behind him. He's got 3 receivers to his right, or his left. And Taylor is making some moves there and gets about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and that'll get them going again. But like you said before this drive, they need to execute with a touchdown. 15 seconds here before the first quarter. That might have been the last play.
It looks like it could be the last play of the first quarter here. 9 seconds and ticking. And just like that, we're through one quarter here at Gerke Field. The North Central Cardinals lead the Stevens Point Pointers 7-6. We will take a quick commercial break, but we come back. We have the second quarter matchup. Gerke Field, second quarter now. The Pointers in the Cardinals' red zone here. A big 3rd and 9 on the ball on the 9-yard line. Pointers looking to put up a score here and hopefully a touchdown.
Yeah, and as electric as this offense has looked today, they've got to punch it in right now if they want to really get the momentum flowing in their direction. This Cardinals defense is backed up against their goal line. Expect a pass here as he is the lone quarterback, though, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson, we got a 5 wide receiver set, 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Matt Sosinski in the slot on the left side. And Larson faking the snap, trying to get the defense off there. And Larson takes the snap. All right, he's rolling out. And he sails one out of the back of the end zone. 4th and 9 for the Pointers here.
Yeah, and and as I said, they needed to punch it in, but again, a safe throw by Larson there. He didn't try and force anything in such a crucial spot, and it was good of him to just.
And the
throw it out
last
of the
thing
end
we
zone.
wanted there, Adam, was a turnover. So you're right. We
Yep.
needed points out of this drive, but the touchdown, I think,
Yep.
if we want to end up winning this game, I think we needed to punch it in. We need to take it
Yep.
right to them.
And like I said, though, points are a premium against a top 5 ranked team, so I guess they'll take whatever they can get.
Valverde here now, a 2 for 2 on the day. Looks like a 26-yard field goal. Valverde takes the kick, and it looks
Got it.
good. Valverde 3 for 3 on the day, and the Pointers take the first lead of the game. Up 9-7 over the North Central Cardinals with 14:50 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, one thing to keep an eye on, though, the long snapper has not snapped the ball well. Even on the last field goal before that one, it's been in the dirt. So good job by the holder to really account for that and get it down. Great kick by Valverde, though, to give him the lead.
And Adam, we talked about this before, but bring it up again. It's a pink game for the Pointers. In this game, they're honoring Joanne Swomey, who passed away this past year of breast cancer. We just like to honor her in this game. We know how tragic cancer can be for folks, and she was a real special person for this Pointer community. She was involved in a lot of things here in Stevens Point.
Yeah, she did a lot, and her husband also does a lot. And prayers and thoughts go out to the Suomi family. And it's just a terrible disease, and it's a good thing to raise awareness at an event like this, especially homecoming, where a lot of people can get into the wearing of pink today and just really raise awareness for such a bad disease.
All righty. Valverde's back, and here he goes for the kickoff, and he takes it.
Short kick.
Short
This is
kick,
returnable.
and he's got. All right, he's out to the 20-yard line, making a spin move, and he's taken down about the 27-yard line there.
Much better gang tackling on that. I like to see the special teams bounce back from that shoddy tackling on that last kickoff. So good job by them to flock to the ball carrier and hold them inside the 30.
All righty, and this defense really getting going this past few drives, really stopping this Cardinal offense. Really not going anywhere, Adam.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from them. A lot of toughness, a lot of fire, and I think it starts right up at that defensive line. They've played phenomenal so far today against a very praised offensive line of the
All righty,
Cardinals.
Dylan Warden now in the shotgun. Motions Tyler Kent. And it looks like you give him a hit off, and wow.
Big hit
What
by
a
number
hit.
11, John Kontowitz again. He is a fiery guy, Curtis, today.
Great precision there on the tackle and just blew him right up at the line.
Oh, an excellent hit on the ball carrier. He stayed home, and he was not fooled by anything there. Excellent job.
No huddle now here. Warden in the shotgun, Kent to his right, one wide receiver to his right, 3 to his left. Warden looking at the defense, trying to get a feel for him. All right, he takes a snap. He dropped back to pass. Oh, he's looking. He's got a hole. He's got a hole. He's out to the 35, and he slides down about a 39-yard line. Good run there by Warden. The Pointer defense kind of broke down, and then they went out, and Warden takes advantage of that, Adam.
Yeah, it looked like they were in zone across the board. Might have been cover 3, but he took advantage of that. There's no spy on the quarterback, and he can run the football. He just showed it there, and it was a good game by the Cardinals.
Yeah, they definitely tried to spread out the field, and maybe that was a design run there. I mean, the play kind of broke down, and then he took advantage of it. Warren takes the snap, and he hands off to Kent. Kent's really got nowhere to go with this. We brought this up before, Adam, this offensive line being mentioned as a D3 studs, pretty much. What do you think so far as defensive line for the Pointers?
So far, honestly, I haven't seen anything to be too happy with if I'm a Cardinals fan, because they haven't gotten that good of a push. But let's give credit where credit is due to that defensive line of the Pointers. They are just fighting right now. In any game in football, it begins in the trenches.
All righty, Warden. We got 2 wide receiver to his right, 2 to his left. And they motion Rudolph over. He's got Rudolph, and he evades the rush. And he's got it wide open. He's in the 40. There's a flag on the play, and he slides down for about a 3-yard gain there, Adam.
I think they're going to get number 68 of the Cardinals for holding. That's Joe Fairley, and it is holding. I saw he kind of hooked his defender a little bit because he was going to be sacked. They had a hand on the quarterback, but he was able to evade because the offensive lineman hooked the guy. believe he hooked number 90. That is Jordan
And this
Denfeld.
defensive line, we keep bringing them up. They keep getting pressure at them. They're holding these guys because they really got to the quarterback. They almost had a sack on that play.
Yeah, and I think, you said that was a designed run, maybe that play before, but I think that it was just too much pressure right away, and he had to get running around and make something happen.
All right, we got second down, 19, 12:50 left in the second quarter.
Signals
And
in
they're
from the sideline
signaling
here.
to the Cardinals offense here, maybe doing some audibles here. Warden, now we got Kent to his right, two wide receivers right, two to his left. Warden signals, takes the snap, and he's got a pass, and it's dropped by number 18, Ryan Cool. He had the little slant play there, and he dropped the pass from Warden.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed, the Pointers are playing a lot of zone coverage, not a lot of man, and I think that's what's throwing off the quarterback, Dylan Warden, today. I think the zone is working to perfection, and they should stick to that.
All right, Adam, this is almost like the 4th and 24 here. We don't mean to bring that up for Wisconsin fans, but right here, 3rd and 19. The Pointers really almost play prevent here and hold them for that before that first down, and we don't want to give up any big plays right now.
Nothing behind them, nothing behind them.
All righty, and Warden's motioning.
Oh, and I believe there's a timeout called by someone here.
There's a timeout by North
That's
Central Cardinals. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We got 12:29 left in the second quarter. The Pointers are leading the Cardinals 9-7. Stay tuned.
Every day, the San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy's dedicated team of scientists and conservationists is working around the globe to save Earth's precious wildlife from extinction. Now is the time to act. You can become a hero for wildlife. And with your generous gift, you can create a path that will help bring animals back from the brink of extinction. Together, with your generosity, we can do even more.
We're back here at Gerke Park with 12:29 left in the second quarter. The Pointers leading the Cardinals, Adam, 9-7. It's a big 3rd and 19 for this Cardinals offense. Pointers looking to stop them here. This defense really starting to find themselves and define this defense as a whole right now, Adam.
Oh, yeah, and I really like their moxie, their toughness, and they aren't afraid of this number 5 team coming in here today. You've got to love it, and I think the atmosphere is feeling that right now.
All righty, here we go now. We got 2 wide receiver to his left, 2 to his right. Warden in the shotgun with Kent to his right. This crowd is really starting to get pumped up here. Big 3rd down for the Pointers.
Looks like they may be coming here with a blitz.
Warden motioning.
Nope, they drop back.
And Warden takes the snap. And they got a screen play to Kent. They got the lineman out there pretty well, and Kent's running forward. Gets about a 15-yard run there, Adam. Great play call for this Cardinals offense. It really...
It is.
We're obviously, hopefully going to see the punt team now for this.
Yep, and they'll bring out the punt team. And, they caught the Pointers off guard there, but way to stay home by that secondary to not let the screen take them completely off guard. So it brings up 4th down.
Deion Jones back to receive for the Pointers here. All righty, and here we go. And there's the snap, and there's the kick. Deion Jones looking back, and he fair catches it at the 10-yard line for the Pointers. So the Pointers will take over at their own 10-yard line with 11:51 left in the second quarter.
And Curtis, I've just got to say, I am so happy with the turnout of this crowd today. There's pink in the away stand. There's pink everywhere. Just a lot of fans here. They couldn't hold them in our bleachers, so we threw them in the away bleachers. I love it, Curtis.
And there's a lot of events going on. I know this morning they had the homecoming parade. Excuse me, I think that was last night. I don't know for sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But a lot of events in the Point community. Homecoming's a big thing here, Adam.
Yeah,
and we know that for a lot of colleges, but it's a pretty big deal here in Stevens Point.
Yep, it's brought the community together. You got to love it.
All righty, Kyle Larson in the pistol. DeJuan Wright in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receiver to his right, 1 to his left. And he hands it off to Wright, and Wright's powering, and he gets about a 2-yard gain there. And he's really working for the yards here, Adam, today, and you can see that.
Yeah, he's running very hard because, like you said again, there was no push by that offensive line. He got met about 3 yards off this line of scrimmage, and I think he's got to run hard because that line's just not getting him any help right now.
Alrighty, and the Pointers, Kyle Larson calling out some plays to his offensive line there in the pistol formation. One to his right and two to his left, excuse me, Kyle Larson. And he takes a snap, fake hands off, and he's rolling out to his right. And he fires away to his tight end.
That's Lehman again. And Reed Lehman is causing a lot of matchup problems, Curtis, across the board for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Lehman a big target there for Kyle Larson.
Close to a first down, but not enough.
Reed Lehman, number 89, 6'3", 223 pounds, a junior.
Yeah, he's a big guy, Curtis, and it helps to have a big guy like that to just be in the receiving core and create matchup
we come up on a big 3rd and 2 play here. Kyle Larson in the pistol, two receivers to his left, one to his right. And he takes a snap, and he's back to pass here. Oh, he pump fakes once, and he's got Sosinski open across the middle.
Going!
And Sosinski's brought down at the 33-yard line. Pointer first down.
Yeah, and Sosinski's showing a little speed there. You know, I didn't think he had
brought him across on a little drag route there.
Yeah, it was a very nice design play, and nice job by Kyle Larson to step up in the pocket and just go through his progressions.
Showing his pocket presence there, avoiding some rushes there, and takes advantage of it. He's got Sosinski across the middle of the field.
Yep, very nice job. Very nice.
The Pointers going no huddle here now. Kyle Larson's got a pistol. He motions his tight end. And he hands off to Wright. And Wright is just powering forward for about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, and he is running so hard today. And you kind of feel bad for the guy, though, because his offensive line is not getting any push. Lots of substitutions today for the Pointers as well. And I kind of like that they're working other guys in, keeping fresh legs because,
Alex Wallace is in the game now. Senior out of Broadhead, Wisconsin. He's to his right. 2 wide receiver to his left. Pistol formation here. Kyle Larson now takes the snap. And he hands it off to Wright again, and Wright is just keep moving. He just keeps turning those legs at him.
Yes, he does, and I like to see that fire in him. And you wonder at this point, though, with how hard he's running, when are we going to see a substitution? Maybe to Christian Almonte, who's electric. But the thing is, I think
you bring up the substitution. They're bringing in Menzel right now. Menzel in the game.
Yeah, Menzel, he's the senior.
Menzel. Sorry about that. Menzel's in the game. You got Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the shotgun. Menzel to his left. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. All right, Larson, now he's calling out some plays on the defense. He might see something here. All right, he takes the snap. All right, it looks like a screen play. And that was blown up right away. Cardinals defense all over that one.
Yeah, the Cardinals weren't fooled at all on that one, Curtis. They blew it up, and kind of a high throw there, too. You got to be real careful with screen passes not to let it get away from you, and that's what Larson almost had happen.
All righty. Well, it's a 4th and 3 now for the Pointers on their own 40-yard line. Looks like the punt team's going to be out here.
Yeah, and you got to just be excited, though, once again.
Tyler Jobe, punter here. And he'll be kicking the punt to John Skocknen now. And there's the boot. Skocknen's looking for it. All right, and he's taking this one. Pointers right there. He's out to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And he's got some room. This special teams for the Cardinals today is really giving this Cardinals offense good field position at him.
Yeah, and the Pointers, again, they have to contain better. They were not containing at all on that play. And, you've got to really spread it out if you're going to contain, and they didn't do that there.
All righty, and this North Central Cardinals offense is going to take over now at the Pointers' own 48-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:31 left in the second quarter. Pointers leading 9-7 over the Cardinals. And it looks like Tyler Dinkin in the game. We might see another trick play. I mean, they're trying to cut throat right here with the other team now. Dinkin, and he hands off to number Tyler Kent. Kent breaking tackles. He's got some room off to the right. He's at the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, 25, 15, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! The Cardinals take the lead over the Pointers, 13-9. Right there, you see Tyler Kent The defensive line crunched in the middle there, Adam, and that opened up that hole on the right side. He had blockers all the way to the house there.
Yeah, and, Kent, he's an electric back. He's just phenomenal running back. And you've got to give respect to him, and they had him right away.
And it looks like Tyler Kemp might have lost his shoe on that play.
He's running so fast, he's running out of his shoes. It's crazy.
All right, and there goes the kick, and that's good. The North Central Cardinals now lead with 8:18 left in the second quarter, 14-9 over the UWSP Pointers football team.
And the Pointers really cannot let that rattle them, Curtis. They had them initially at the line of scrimmage. They missed 2 tackles on the play, so they've got to take somewhat of a moral victory there. I know it was a big gain, a big play, but don't let that rattle you. You're down only 5 points here. Just regroup, and just play good offense here.
You go back to all the things the defense didn't do, Adam, and fundamentals, just wrap up and tackling. They had him at the line initially, and they just didn't wrap up there. This guy's bouncing off left and right tackles the whole time that run.
Yeah, and it goes back to high school football fundamentals, like you said. Just wrap up, hold on, and let your guys flock to the ball carrier. If you're the first one there, wrap up, don't let him turn his legs.
You got to give the Cardinals offense credit. They had a lot of blockers out in front of them after he broke those 3 tackles to start that run.
Oh, yeah, and that offensive line showed there why they've been so nationally acclaimed.
Dom Zavaglia, I'm going to have trouble with that name all day, and I apologize. He's going to be kicking off here for the Cardinals.
And there's Christian Almonte back to receive.
And it looks like Christian Almonte back to receive this one. And there goes the kick.
Kind of a line drive there.
And there goes, and he takes it at the 10. He's to the 15, now to the 20. He's avoiding rushes, and he brings it out to about the 26-yard line for the Pointers offense. Pointers offense will take over with 8:12 left in the second quarter at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pointers offense.
And you got to wonder, Curtis, after such a big play, just like that offense had it for the Cardinals just now, you wonder if they want to take a slower approach to this drive and if they want to just drive down the field methodically here and waste some time. But, with how this offense is clicking today, the sky's the limit for them. All season this offense has played pretty electric, and they've played real tough today.
All righty, and they're bringing Zableski back in. He's in the shotgun. They got trips to his left, 2 to his right. And he's scanning over the field, now takes the snap. And he throws to a wide receiver screen to Christian Almonte, now in the game for the Pointers. And Adam, we were talking about when were they going to bring Christian Almonte in this game. This guy's been electric on offense, 135 yards on the season so far rushing. What do you think of bringing him in now?
I didn't like how they brought him in, Curtis. I think they should bring him in at running back because that's where he's most electric. He's got great vision, but to bring him in for just
still in at quarterback. Let's take note of that. Still in the shotgun, trips to his left, 2 to his right. All righty, and he takes the snap, and he looks like it's a designed run here. Zableski powers forward for about a 5-yard gain. That will bring up enough. Pointers 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'm at a loss here, Curtis, as to why this coaching staff is choosing to put Zableski in the game at this moment. Kyle Larson's been moving the ball efficiently all game.
I'm not a fan of this switching quarterbacks. Yeah. Once one's comfortable, keep them in there. You can't have this undecided on this offense, especially versus high-powered Cardinals defense.
Yep, Larson's been efficient all game. I don't know why you would take him out of the game right now.
All righty, now Larson back in the game in the pistol with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. It comes out on a 3rd and 4 on their Pointers' 32-yard line here.
Cardinals look
2
like
to his wide receivers was left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap. He's scanning the field, and he fires one.
Got him.
And he's got a man open there. And that's a first down. Logan Taylor, about a 10-yard gain.
And I love that maturity by Kyle Larson. He was taking out the first 2 plays of the drive, but comes back in not phased and gets a nice throw for the big first down.
Seems like Logan Taylor's been all over the field today. It seems like he's Kyle Larson's bailout wide receiver there.
Yeah, it seems like it. And, he's got a lot of weapons. Sosinski, and he's got Logan Taylor. A lot of weapons on offense. I love what I'm seeing from this offense.
To his right now, 1 to his left.
Back in the pistol.
And Menzel's in the backfield. Larson in the pistol, takes a snap. He pump fakes once, avoids the rush. He's got a side, right side there, and gets about a 1-yard gain on that play.
Larson on the keeper.
The defense showing pressure there, and he really escaped the pocket.
Corey Hartima
on the tackle.
Yeah, you know, good job by Carl Larson. He went through his progressions, but the rush was just too much, so he stepped up and tried to make something happen, but that defense contained him nicely.
Larson calling plays at the line. He's got Menzel to his right. 2 wide receivers to his right and left. And Larson, hands off. The guy's sweeping to his right. Ooh. He gets blown up there, Adam, on the right side of the field there.
Yeah, at first it looked like the Cardinals may have broke containment there, and I thought that it was going to be a big game for the Pointers, but the Cardinals regrouped nicely and hit them hard for only a yard gain.
Now that brings up a long 3rd down here, 3rd and 8 for the Pointers.
Big play, Curtis.
They're on their own 45-yard line. Now coach calling out some more plays. Doesn't like what he sees out of the defense.
5:05 and counting. Got to do something here on this drive. You don't want to give it back to the Cardinals.
And it looks like the Pointers going 3 wide receivers to Larson's left, 1 to his right. Matt Sosinski low and wide out, as you can see at the top of the screen there. And Larson takes the snap, and he's looking back, and he fires away across the middle by Logan.
And he holds
Taylor.
on.
What a catch by Logan Taylor. Gets blown up on the play, and he still comes down with it. And it looks like a guy's injured for the North Central Cardinals here.
Yeah, but what a catch by Logan Taylor. Like you said, he's been his fail-safe all game long. And what a throw by Kyle Larson, showing that arm strength and fitting in a tight window.
It looks like there's going to be an injury timeout here. That's their strong safety, Richard Zergenbell.
Yeah, he took a hard hit. He hit Logan Taylor hard, and that can just...
Alrighty, well, we got an injury timeout here with 4:46 left in the second quarter. The North Central Cardinals are leading the UW Stevens Point Pointers 14-9. We'll take a quick commercial break when we come back. Stay tuned.
My name is Jackie Lang. I graduated from UW Stevens Point. In 2013. I started off coming to general members meetings, showing up for the shows. From the first show that I was a part of, I just absolutely loved it. Now that I've graduated, I currently work at WFRV TV, which is Channel 5, the CBS affiliate in Green Bay. I also freelance for Lashbro Visual Communications. All of my experience, all of my knowledge came from SPTV, and I will forever be grateful to this organization for that.
Welcome back at Gerke Field here. The Pointers offense really got an electric play before the break, and there was an injury timeout for the Cardinals, but this offense really starting to find something here, Adam, on this drive now.
Yeah, and that was a lot of maturity by Kyle Larson to find his man and step up into the pocket in a crucial 3rd down, and that might be a turning point.
Strong throw by Kyle Larson there. Now he's in the pistol. Menzel's in the backfield behind Kyle Larson. Larson in the pistol now. And he takes a snap, drops back, and he's got his man, Matt Sosinski, over the middle for a slant. And he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Another Pointers first down.
And what a play. What great hands by Matt Sosinski.
Now you wonder why before they were even considering bringing Zableski right now. Kyle Larson really finding his stride in the passing game, and now they're going no huddle here. Pointers really starting to find something on the offensive side.
Got to keep the hot hand in there. Don't bring Zableski in when he
Menzel now to Larson's left, 3 wide receivers left, 1 right. And he's back to pass. He throws one up in the corner.
Got him! Yes!
Got him! Touchdown, Pointers! What a catch by Sosinski. He went up and reeled that one in at him.
Yeah, and Kyle Larson, he only wanted one guy all play long, and he floated it nicely to Sosinski, who showed off what great hands he has.
Sosinski leapfrogs up in the air over the Cardinals defender, brings it down on the sideline there, and the Pointers take the lead.
What a fantastic job. Fantastic job.
And here goes the extra point try by Valverde here. And the Pointers will take a 2-point lead if this is good.
Got it.
And it's good. The Pointers now up 16-14 over the North Central Cardinals with 4:03 left in the second quarter. Adam, let's go back to that play. I mean, they really were finding their stride in the passing game, going no huddle there. And Larson lofting one up to his man Zazinski, and Zazinski bringing it down.
Yeah, it was a fantastic job, and like I said, you've got to praise the hands of Zazinski. That play before, right before, Larson threw a little bit of a high pass, and Zazinski was able to snag it down, and what a catch in the back of the end zone. Way to keep awareness and get the foot down, because you only need one in college football, and that was a fantastic play. Good job by Kyle Larson. And you got to wonder, again, why they brought Zableski in, because Kyle Larson is the hot hand right now. He's playing very efficiently.
I really think they just want to keep this Cardinals defense on their toes, always thinking, and bringing him in, maybe throw those trip screen plays or the trick play they had before. So I think that's what they're trying to throw the defense off a little bit.
Keep
but
them honest,
like we said, we both agreed, keep feeding the hot hand here. I mean,
And this defense has got to step up. A big stop before half would give the Pointers all the momentum in the world going into that halftime.
And Scott now back for the return here. Valverde for the kick with 4:03 left in the second quarter. And here goes the kick by Valverde.
Another short kick, I think.
And Skokna's got it at the 20, and he brings it out to the 25-yard line where the Cardinals will take over.
And like you said, Curtis, though, before both teams are second-half football teams, so I'm very interested what the second half will bring. I shouldn't get so ahead of myself, but just a fantastic first half here.
Absolutely, this Pointers team has really got something going in the first half, which they haven't had in the past two games, and it'll be interesting to see if we can keep a lead going into half. I think that'll be pretty important.
Yeah, and they haven't had that this year so far yet. In the first two games, once against Albion and once against Cole College, they have not maintained the lead in the first half.
Alrighty, now the Cardinals offense coming back out here, and it looks like Tyler Dickin at quarterback again in the shotgun. Tyler Kent to his left, another receiver to his left, two to his right. And Dickin.
Both teams utilizing that two-quarterback system. I'm not sure I like that, Curtis.
Alrighty, now he's getting some signal. Not liking the defense here.
Looks like another
and looks like a flag here.
Flag.
Delay of game on the Cardinals offense.
Delay of game on the Cardinals.
Yep.
The
and
coaches, they wanted something else, and I think that really slowed that game.
You've got to wonder if subbing in that backup quarterback for them threw them off a little bit, and that was the reason for the delay of game penalty right there.
Alrighty, well, we got 3:58 left in the second quarter.
Oh, they were able to get a timeout off before that play clock went down.
Alrighty, so just to clarify for folks at home, they did get a timeout off before the delay of game penalty, so they will now take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line with 3:58 left in the second quarter.
And they've still got Tyler Dickin in there at quarterback. And like I said, you wonder if that didn't throw off their game plan there. And the reason they had to call a timeout was because of some miscommunication there with the backup quarterback.
And DeJuan Wright looks like he's keeping warming up on the sidelines there on the bikes. You can see DeJuan Wright keeping those legs warm, Adam. I mean, you know how those guys, they might cramp up, especially in this heat. But now we're going back to the game here. We got the Cardinals. And it looks like Dickin's still in the game, and he play action. He's
overthrown
deep and overthrows his receiver on the play.
Yeah, and it was just great coverage. And I think Dickin really had to get rid of it because number 99 came in. Dan Brown was able to disrupt the pass a little bit.
And we talked about Dan Brown before. He's been all over that line trying to make some plays there.
Yeah, him and number 90, Jordan Denfeld, have gotten great pushes all game long. And I think they've got to keep that up if they want to just rattle the
offensive line. Still in the game here. It's definitely interesting. Kent to his right, two wide receivers to his right, one to his left. In the shotgun here. And Dickin takes a snap, fake hands off, and he's throwing one up.
Intercepted!
And it's intercepted!
Intercepted!
And it's intercepted! He's
Deion
to the 25.
Jones!
And he's
Deion
down to the 23-yard line. Deion Jones.
And just a fantastic play by Deion Jones. It was a lofted pass, and he was able to re-account for it, and he went up and got it. Wow,
and
what
the Pointers offense now taking over.
And you've got to wonder, Curtis, if bringing in that backup quarterback rattles this entire Cardinals team now, because I think unless your quarterback's hurt, that shows you don't have confidence in your starter, and when your backup throws a pick, that kind of just questions the coaching staff if you're the team.
Absolutely, and we got to get credit to this Pointers defense right now. They have really shown up in this game.
Oh, yeah, and I talked before the break, they were going to have to get off to a great start and really bring a lot, make some turnovers here, and that's what Deion Jones did right there.
And the Pointers offense, these last 2 drives now, great field position, and Christian Almonte checks in the game at the back.
Here we go.
Behind Kyle Larson in the pistol, motions a tight end here. Kyle Larson takes a snap, and he hands it off to Almonte. Almonte running, and this guy ain't coming down. And it looks
no way. You've got to be smart. You have to be smart.
It was about a 5-yard run until Almonte got a little upset on that and shoved the guy, and it looks like you have a personal foul here for Christian Almonte.
You've got to be smart in a game this tight with an opponent like this. You cannot be, you can't do that. You cannot do something like that in a game this close when you have such good field position. You've got to play smart football.
And we'll leave it at that. We need smart football on this Pointers team if they want a victory today, Adam.
Yes, they do, and they need to play within themselves here now. And when you have such good field position like they did, you can't do that. You've got to stay within yourselves and realize it was only a 2-yard gain and regroup the next play. Don't push. Don't get excited because it's such a close game. Stay within yourself.
And it looks like the Pointers now backed up to a 1st and 22 on their 34-yard line in the second quarter. 3:27 and ticking left. Coach is calling out some signals here for the offense. All righty, Larson now. 2 wide receiver to his right. Got Almonte in the backfield in the pistol formation here. Looks like Szynski doesn't even know what the play is over here. He's looking confused. He fakes the play action, avoiding the rush, and he's under pressure. Sacked by Brian Wilson of the Cardinals. Brian Wilson coming through, getting a good push, and Kyle Larson could avoid that one, Adam.
Yeah, he was rushed from the get-go, and he didn't like what he saw right away. He tried to make a read, but like you said, he was rushed from the get-go. And just, 2 big plays here now, the penalty and now the sack, and that took them well out of field goal range. And you got to wonder how this drive could have gone without that penalty, Curtis.
Yeah, and they brought Almonte back out, and now Menzel not back in the game. Clearly, Almonte wasn't blocking Larson with the snap. Looking around. Oh, and Larson throws a bit behind him. That was probably the first pass Larson had missed on the day there.
Yeah, and this whole drive, what a missed opportunity by the Pointers. You had under 3 minutes to go in the half, and you have a chance to score a touchdown and really rattle that Cardinals team, but then you got the penalty, the sack, and then the bad throw by Larson. And you've got to wonder if this will rattle that Pointers team.
And Christian Almonte, we talked about him, very good rusher, and he had a pretty good rush on that play, but you got to keep that mental game going, too. That's as important as your gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
And it truly showed on this drive because that drive, it really got stuttered. It's really slowed down once that happened, that penalty.
Yeah.
All right. And there goes the punt. And Cocknell here. And it looks like it's a short punt. And they down it around the 20-yard line. North Central Cardinals will take over now at their own 20-yard line. We have 2:12 left in the second quarter. The Pointers leading the Cardinals 16-14.
Yeah, and I think the Pointers defense has got to come up tough. We'll see how the Cardinals react here now as they had that backup quarterback in there. But I think they'll pending an injury that we didn't see out there, they'll probably bring back in Dylan Warden, the veteran starter, back out on the field and see what he can do before the half here in the 2-minute drill.
And I think it's key right now for this Pointer defense and stay on that aggressive attack. Don't play this prevent.
Nope.
Stay aggressive on this drive, and I know they want to prevent a touchdown here. And it looks like they got 3 receivers to his left now, and Warden's back in the game. Fake hands off, and he's got a hole. He breaks through for about a 12-yard gain for the Cardinals offense. I didn't think the Pointers were really ready on the defensive side there.
No, they looked a little sluggish there out of the gate. The defensive line was pushed back immediately, and there's no containment once again. That's the main thing they've got.
No huddle, 3 wide receivers to his left. And Warden, he takes the snap, and he hands off to Kent there.
Immediately. What a play. And that is Dan Brown again, Curtis.
Dan Brown has been all over the field today. This guy's been fired up since the start of the game, Adam.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's just the sense that, again, it's homecoming. I think, he's a junior lineman, he's an upperclassman. That leadership on that defense is just crucial right now.
All righty, and Dylan Warden in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left, and he hands off to Kent. Kent's got a hole up the left side there, and he's got a first down again. This Cardinal offense really starting to mesh.
Yeah, and as you know, Curtis, that clock will stop for the chain gang to move as they reset here, so they don't even.
And this gives time for this Cardinal offense to get a play on the field.
Yeah, and they do not have a timeout right now, so that helps.
18 left in the second quarter. Warden under center, and he fakes the pass. He's got
terrible.
He had this slant wide open there. Warden rushed the throw, and he missed the throw. A short pass there.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you just got to take your time and go through your reads, and he had his man, and he's just got to make a nicer throw there. He made the right read, but like you said, he rushed it a little bit and threw it right into the dirt.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 on the Cardinals' 44-yard line here. Minute 10 left in the second quarter. Warden in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ken on his left side there. Fake hands it off, and he runs forward for about a 2-yard gain. Warden, I'm kind of shocked they're running the ball right now. I would be attacking this defense and trying to. I think they really need to go in a half trying to put some points on the board for this Cardinal offense, but it's looking like they're playing a little conservative here, Adam.
Yeah, and I think, with how this game's going, maybe they're approaching it the right way here. They don't want to force anything and give the Pointers back the momentum.
All right, and we got a timeout on the Pointers defense. Tom Jernell, the head coach, didn't like what he saw there, Adam.
Yeah, and I think, he's a defensive-minded coach, and I think he really likes to get things right, especially in a crucial time where it's under a minute to go, because even though they've been running the football, Curtis, I think that anything's open yet. They're around midfield. They could pass the football yet.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam. And we got a timeout now here with 44 seconds left in the second quarter. The Pointers leading the Cardinals 16-14.
And we've noticed that they've been running the football here. The Pointers do get the football at the half, if I'm correct. And so maybe they don't want to, stall and throw some incompletions here and give the Pointers back the ball right before the half as well as after the half.
Yeah, so maybe this conservative approach is the way to go right now for this Cardinal offense. Take this 1.5. You're only down by 2, and really just build off of a new game plan going into this the second half, because I guarantee you they did not have this built up in their game plan coming in. They thought they were going to start off fast, and this would probably be a blowout by now.
As a top 5 team, sometimes you get ahead of yourself and just start looking past opponents, and maybe they did that today. They didn't expect Pointers to be this tough.
All righty, now we got Warden in the shotgun. Kent to his right, 1 wide receiver to his right, 2 to his left. And we got a false start by number 9, the wide receiver for Peter Sorensen for the Cardinals there. I apologize. That was DeMarco Tillman on the penalty. That's a false start for DeMarco Tillman, wide receiver. He got a little antsy there. He wanted to go right away.
Yeah. Now I definitely think if you're the Cardinals, you've got to play conservative after a penalty that moves you back like that.
All righty, now the Cardinals on their 41-yard line here. Warden in the shotgun. And he takes a snap, and he's got Kent for a run. And Kent has a sideline.
Oh.
And he brings it out to the 40-yard line of the Pointers territory here. And now that sets up a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line for the Cardinal offense.
And he got out of bounds, Chris, so that'll stop the clock with no timeouts. He had a good sense of where the sideline was there. Good run by Kent, and he showed that explosive speed.
Clearly the Cardinals, what they wanted on that drive was just to run the ball and run out this clock. All right, Warden takes a snap, and he fires one open, and he's got Sorensen. And he's taken down at the 22-yard line there by Michael Longmire on the tackle.
And that was a nice catch.
And this Pointer defense now, I'll stay on what I said before. We got to stay aggressive here. I know we got to stop the touchdown, but it looks like the Cardinals now are marching, and this isn't good. Here we go, Warden, this snap. He's in the shotgun. Now he's rolling out to his left. All right, and now he's rolling, and he runs out of bounds for about an 8-yard gain there, Adam. And
a good pocket presence there and way to exploit it. And, if it wasn't there, he kept his eyes downfield when he was rolling out. I really liked that. And then he kept it moving, and he had a sense once again where the sideline was, and you have to if you don't have a timeout left.
All righty, and that brings up a 2nd and 2 with 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Cardinals marching down the field. And there's a snap by Warden. Warden scanned the field and throws one up. And he had a guy
incomplete.
wide open
He
there.
did.
And he dropped the ball wide open.
And, I thought DeMarco Tillman was going to have a big game. He's a big wide receiver. He looks like a heck of an athlete. But the thing is, he just dropped the football. He didn't look it in, and I think he was too concerned with making a big play before the half.
And now that brings up a 3rd and 1 on the 15-yard line. 8 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Big play. They can get the first down still here and stop the clock, Curtis. Remember that.
All righty, Warden in the shotgun. Kent to his right. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he fires one in the middle. And it's over the head of Sorensen on the play there. And that brings up a 4th and 1 for the Cardinals with 3 seconds left.
Yep, and they'll bring out the field goal.
Zavalia here now for the kick to put the Cardinals ahead right before half here.
Yeah, and what a half this has been, Curtis. And boy, if they get another block here, can you imagine what this crowd would be like right before the half?
All righty, and the Cardinal lines up here for the kick.
Maybe trying to ice the kicker.
We have a timeout here by the Pointers.
Second timeout.
Yeah, and I think, icing the kicker is kind of a lost start these days, Curtis. But I think maybe that's what Durnell's trying to do, because I believe their kicker is a freshman, if I'm correct, that is kicking for them.
Yes, he is.
And so maybe that'll rattle the freshman. He's 18 years old, and, it probably hasn't been in a big situation like this to give your team the lead before the half and try and get a little more momentum moving into that second period. And I think, the Pointers have showed a lot of toughness here today. I'm honest, I'll be a little honest, I'm a little shocked with how tough they've been, especially on defense. They've been flying around, and that defensive line has got such a push-off on that offensive line, which has been praised nationally on Division3Football.com. And what a great job by Dan Brown. I give him the MVP ball right before the half here as the first half MVP.
All right, now we got Dom Zavalia here for the kick. And there's the snap, and he kicks it. And it looks like it is good.
Squeaked it in
All
there.
right, North Central now will take the lead. Going into half, they're up 17-16 over the UW Stevens Point Pointers. We'll be coming back in about 15 minutes before the start of the second half, so stay tuned.
If they could speak up, we wouldn't have to. Bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
Homecoming 2014 is wrapping up, and you can catch all the highlights on this week's SPTV News.
At Renaissance Learning, we're proud to have many UW Stevens Point alumni as our coworkers and friends. Located right here in central Wisconsin, Renaissance Learning is a world leader in cloud-based assessment, teaching, and learning solutions. If you're looking to build a great career while making a lasting impact on the lives of students worldwide, we'd love to hear from you. Visit Renaissance.com and click on About Us to view a list of current openings. Become part of our world-class team. Apply today.
Alakazam! Huh, wait a minute, I can do it. Hold on. Ring-a-ding-a-doo! Huh, this worked great in rehearsal.
Thanks to the support of people like you, some endangered species are no longer disappearing. Join the San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy today and help bring species back from the brink of extinction.
Wait a minute, I can do it.
Join us today. Visit endextinction.org.
Stevie Pointer loves SPTV News and the news' producers. Watch SPTV News weekly for breaking, campus, and local news across Stevens Point. only on Charter Channel 983.
This UWSP Sports broadcast is brought to you by SPTV. Let's make media together.
On every corner of our planet, the San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy helps bring Earth's animals back from extinction. Join us now to end global extinction. You can help to save the planet and help restore Earth back to life. The San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy, bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
Hi, I'm Laura Braun, the General Manager at SPTV. I'm a Stevens Point native and want to make sure that we're providing you with the best local coverage of all the news, sports, and entertainment as we possibly can. If you have any questions or comments about our organization, feel free to email us or stop by our offices. We're located in the Communication Arts Center at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point and can't wait to meet you, because today we can make media together.
Over 30 endangered species reintroduced back into the wild makes us all sing. Join the voices of the San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy, bringing species back from the brink of extinction so the world works in harmony. Join us now.
My name is Lance Castor. I graduated from UW-Stevens Point in 2014. I started at SPTV my junior year. I was looking for a fun experience that also provided me with a chance to learn something, and SPTV was the place to come. Right now, I'm employed at WFRV-TV, the CBS affiliate located in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I can handle it because of what I was able to learn here at SPTV. You can be as creative as you want here. The only limits are those that you put on yourself. Those limits will...
Every living organism plays a critical role in the planet's ecosystem. Take one away. The San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy strives to preserve life, but we are missing one piece. Now is the time to act. Join us, and together we can bring species back from the brink of extinction.
Homecoming 2014 is wrapping up, and you can catch all the highlights on this week's SPTV News.
I am a giant panda bear, loving bamboo. I almost went extinct, but I'm not because of you. I am a ground squirrel, I almost was too. If it wasn't for the help of the San Diego Zoo. How about you join us? Save a desert tortoise. We need your help to bring species back, so bring us back from the brink of extinction. Bring us back from the brink of extinction. Bring us back from the brink of extinction. Bring us back from the brink of extinction.
And desert tortoise.
Alrighty, we're back here at Gerke Field for halftime. We got 10 minutes left here, Adam, before the second half is underway again. Let's just go in a little analysis on this game so far, and let's start off. How do you think this Pointer team came into this game? And it's really been electrifying for their first half. They've never really started this fast before. And I know the North Central Cardinals, they scored within the first minute, but they really settled down the Pointers' defense, and then their offense started to get rolling.
Yeah, I think and if you look at the stats, it's a tale of two sides here. Rushing, we've had 17 rush attempts for 15 yards for the Pointers. But then on the passing side, they are 16 of 21 for 212 197 yards, excuse me, and they are playing very well through the air. And I think what's giving them hope here and a lot of momentum is big playability. Their defense came up with a nice interception, and I think if you look at Matt Sosinski, 5 receptions, 86 yards, that's fantastic. But then Logan Taylor has been old reliable for Kyle Larson, 7 receptions, 71 yards, and Kyle Larson's playing a mistake-free game. He has been sacked 3 times, though, so we'll see how that goes if the offensive line can step it up here in the second half.
Yeah, and you look on the defensive side, you got Valevsky, that guy you've been talking about. You thought it was going to be a shining star, but a guy that we never really talked about, Dan Brown, really showing up today.
Oh, yeah, and he's been a terror for the Cardinals' offensive line. I don't think, they've been praised nationally, and I think that Dan Brown has just wrecked them all game. I really like how Dan Brown's looking. He's been a terror, like I've said, and he's made some tackles. You don't see D-Met linemen get a lot of tackles, but he's shedding the blocks very nicely, and he is getting back in the backfield for a lot of disruptive plays.
Yeah, we go back into the stats here. I mean, Larson, 14 and 19. You can't complain about that at all. He's playing pretty well, and we've talked about this. Why'd they bring in Zableski? And let's ask ourselves that. I mean, what do you think of that?
I think, what you said too, and I think it's maybe a little truth into it, is they're keeping him honest. I think you've got to account for anything in the game of football, and I think the Cardinals, if you throw Zableski out there, they wondered the same thing. Why are they taking out their hot hand? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? So it keeps them honest, but then I don't necessarily agree with it, because when you look at the numbers, 14 of 19, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, and he's just playing very efficiently, and he's showing that he can do it a lot with the air. We've heard a lot about how he can do things with his legs, but he's showing us a lot of moxie, a lot of poise in the pocket, and I really like what I've seen with him and the maturity process of these first 3 games as a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and Kyle Larson sacked 3 times. Hopefully that offensive line can start to hold their own on in the second half here, and hopefully they can keep him from getting hit, because we don't want to see that at all.
No, we don't. And on the opposite end of that, they've got to get a better push rushing. I mean, if you have 17 rushing attempts for only 15 yards, that's abysmal. I think you've got to get a better push up front and get your running back to the second level, because we have yet to see how that secondary can tackle for the Cardinals, because they haven't gotten to the second level. So I think if you're that offensive line, focus on getting a push and protecting Kyle Larson is key here, I think, because Kyle Larson's a shining star on offense right now.
Yeah, and the Cardinals, you look at their rushing yards and attempts, 14 for 123 yards. That's a lot in the first half, and we know this isn't a high-powered run team, but this Pointer offense needs to get something going on the run attack, and we brought it up before. I mean, time and time again that they haven't had a good push up front, and I mean, DeJuan Wright and excuse me, I can't think of his name
Jake
at the time.
Menzel.
They've been pushing for their yards, and that's the struggle they're getting at right now.
Yeah, and I think if you look at North Central, Ryan Kent, a name that we kind of discussed before the break and before the game, on how he's such an electric runner for the Cardinals. I mean, 7 attempts for 87 yards and a touchdown, that long one, 48 yards. That really hurt the Pointers. I mean, you take that away, the defensive line kind of had him at the line, but then he got to the second level, and the line was just phenomenal, creating a wall in front of him. But he shows a lot of speed, and I think if we contain Ryan Kent in the second half, they'll rely a lot on Dylan Warden, who, if you look at his numbers, 5 for 11 with an interception, 111 yards and a touchdown. But he's not that efficient in the air right now, so he's had to kind of pick that up with his legs. He's ran the ball 6 times for 35 yards, and the one word I want the defense of the Pointers to really focus on going into the second half is containment. I want them to contain Dylan Warden and Ryan Kent. Don't let them get to the second levels, and do kind of what the opposite of the Cardinals is doing, and really just meet them at the line and really crack down.
Yeah, and Christian Almonte, a guy who we thought we'd see a little bit more in the first half. He came in and he had that costly penalty. It'd be interesting to see how the Pointers throw him into the offense now in the second half. They give him that opportunity, or they hold him off for a while and maybe throw him into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think, he's a young guy, so he might be a little bit in the doghouse, however, because of that one dumb penalty they had when the Pointers had the turnover. They were inside the 25-yard line, and then Christian Almonte pushes that guy over, and that was kind of a costly penalty, and then you go into the sack there, and that kind of ended all the hopes of getting a score in the end zone for the Pointers before the half, and that gave the ball back to the Cardinals, who drove it down the field and scored that field goal. But you're right, they need to get him on the field. Christian Almonte is an electric back, and I think they really need to get him out there some way, somehow. I didn't really like him in there as just a screen play, though. That's kind of how they brought him into the game. They brought him in for a screen play. But I think they've got to bring him in at running back because that first run of his was electric. I know it was only 3 yards, but he made some guys miss and showed off kind of his flashy speed. So I want to see him integrate in that running core. I know we've got deep backfield, but I think they should really integrate him into that running core a little more.
Yeah, and Adam, it'll be interesting to see how this offense comes out in the second half. Do they go on attack and do this no huddle like the Cardinals did, or do they play this conservative? They're only down by a point right now and just slow the game down like they did in the first half.
They've had a nice balance of tempo, Curtis. I think that if you look at the Pointers and what they've been able to do, they've done a mix. And the Cardinals have stuck strictly to the no huddle, whereas the Pointers will do a lot of no huddle, but then they'll shake things up. They'll do a lot of substitutions. As you've seen, we've had a lot of fresh legs in there, a lot today at wide receiver and at running back with the tandem of Dwan Wright and Jake Menzel just switching in and out. And one thing that I want the Pointers to focus on here as an offense is don't get excited. I know you've had some big plays, but don't get excited. Stay within yourselves. It's kind of a theme I've tried to push over the broadcast here. Just stay within yourselves. They're still the 5th-ranked team in the nation, and they've got a lead on you. But you get the ball back here for the second half, and you've just got to start off fast and just stay within yourself, though.
Yeah, I think the Pointer, stick to your identity.
Yes.
Be that Pointer football team.
Yep.
Don't be a team you're trying to be. I mean, be that Pointer. Stick to what you guys do on a regular basis, and they'll pull this one off, I think, here. And I'm shooting myself in the foot right now for the prediction I had. I mean, it still can happen because there's a lot of game left. But let's just jump around. I'd like to give some fans a few updates here. And we apologize we can't get you conference games around the college Division III football world. But the Badgers ended up winning today versus Southern Florida 24-10. You like to see that score a little bit higher for the Badgers. They're kind of, that Bowling Green game kind of threw fans through a loop and kept them on their high horse for a little while.
Yeah, and I've said it all week, but after that Bowling Green game, I've told people, that's a deceiving game because you've got to figure it is Bowling Green, not to knock their program or anything, but the Badgers were playing a lesser program than they are today. South Florida's got a tough defense, and they can really contend in the American Conference, I think, this year. South Florida can. So I think the Badgers had a tough test there.
All righty, and then you look at, I'm going to bring this stat up here for fans at home. Both of these teams, UW-Stevens Point and North Central, have combined to outscore opponents 79-21 in the second half of every game this season they played. The Cardinals have limited their opposition to a single touchdown in the second half of the games, while the Pointers have scored 34 third-quarter points this season, a pair of come-from-behind wins. UW-Stevens Point has been trailing halftime in both the wins this season, and last season the Pointers were 0-5 in games which they trailed at halftime. So that's good to see that they got this going. And we got a minute 26 left before kickoff. The Pointers are on the field. The Cardinals are on the field. They're huddled up in the end zone over here. What's the prediction for this game? For the rest of the game?
I honestly think, with how good the Pointers have played in the third quarter through this season, they're going to come out and they're going to score points. I'm predicting at least 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter, and they are going to hold the Cardinals because this defense has been electric all game. And I think the Pointers will pull it off, and I can't really say my score prediction anymore given the points this time, but I think the Pointers will pull it off something around 30 points, and the Cardinals will be held under 28 points today.
Yeah, well, my score isn't going to be my score isn't valid anymore. However, I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm not sold yet on this Pointers team. It's only a half. We got a lot of ball left. I'm going to stick with my guns here. I think the Cardinals end up winning this game. All right, and the Cardinals win 31-21, around that score. And I'm going to stick to that. And you can call me out on it after the game if the Pointers end up winning this, but we're almost starting here on kickoff.
Another word for you here, Curtis, though, faith. If you're this fan base, it's homecoming. They're primed for the upset. What atmosphere isn't better for upsets than homecoming, Curtis? And I just want you to have a little faith here in this home squad.
Well, I have faith, but you also got to be smart, Adam. And we go back to that. Well, let me go back to that. You got to be smart too. And I'm not sold yet. I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to jump on the wagon yet. You know what I mean? And we'll see how this game turns out. We're looking at a number-ranked 5 team in the country right now, and I know they had a slow half,
But just to jump in here real quick, I would argue the Pointers are fighting harder right now and hitting harder than the Cardinals.
And I totally agree with you, but I got to tell you this. Much. It's only been a half. We got a whole entire half to play here. And is the Pointer team playing better than the Cardinals first half? Absolutely, but we got another half to play, and it's going to be interesting because this is how you win the games. It's what do you do adjustments at halftime, and that's definitely will change the game. And all righty, well, it looks like the Cardinals are coming out for kickoff. Pointers still huddling up there.
I could not be more excited for the second half, though, Curtis. I think, you said it before, both teams are second half teams, so I am very excited to see how both teams come and regroup here.
All righty, and Dom Zavila is lining up for the kickoff here. Christian Almonte in the back, looking to return this one. And fans are starting to pile back to their seats, and you see a lot of pink out there, Adam.
Yes, we do, and I think it's just fantastic.
And there goes the kick, and let's start the second half. Christian Almonte gets it at the 2-yard line. He's out to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's evading tackles. He spins off that one. He's brought down at the 28-yard line. The Pointer offense is back on the field to start the third quarter. 14:53 to start the third quarter. The Pointers are down 1 to the Cardinals 17-16.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good return by Almonte. It looked like maybe there were some holes opening up there, but it closed off pretty quickly. But he showed that speed and, exploded through a pretty tight window there to get to the second level almost. And just a good job by that Cardinals kick team, though, however.
All righty, now Larson alone in the shotgun here. 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. They're coming out with a pass attack, a little aerial attack. He takes the snap. He's back to pass. And he passes short there to Jared Pencal. Pencal had the slant wide open there, and Larson missed him.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of a rush throw there. I think he should have just, got his feet under him, and it kind of looked like he threw it off that back foot. So as a quarterback, you want to step up and make a good, solid throw back to fundamentals and just regroup here now for Kyle.
All right, Larson now in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 here. Pointers on their own 28-yard line. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. And Larson takes the snap, and he fires. He's got Nate Krupp for about 4-yard gain now. The Pointers on big third down coming up here. You don't want to come out of second half and give the ball right back to the Cardinals.
No, you don't. They kind of have a little momentum there at the end of the half getting that field goal. So you really want to get a first down here and keep things rolling if you're the Pointers. And they're going with a single quarterback again, Curtis, so no running backs here to start the half at all.
All right, Kyle Larson's got 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Matt Szynski on the slot there in the right side. Matt Larson scanning the field now. Fakes the snap. All right, now he takes the snap. Fires away. And Taylor for another reception. Only gets about a 2-yard gain on that one. That brings up 4th down. It's not something we wanted to see coming out of the gates.
No, and in fact, that last play call I'd have to disagree with. I think, don't go short button hooks on the outsides like that. I think you really want to at least get to the first down marker to throw it right away like that by Larson. First of all, go through your progressions. But it's just a letdown, I think, right out of the gate for the Pointers.
And Adam, we talked about this, having a balance on your offense.
Yeah.
It was interesting. They had no backs on the field his first drive coming out of the start of the second half. Well, there's the kick now, and there goes the boot. It's back to Conkna there. All right, he takes it. He's at the 30, and he brings it back to about the 36-yard line where the Cardinals will take over on offense with 13:21 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I totally expect the same outcome, however, Curtis, for this defensive line of the Pointers. They have been fantastic all game long, and it starts right away with Dan Brown. I think Dan Brown's just been awesome, disruptive, but then you've got to look at number 90 as well. That is
Jordan Denfeld.
Yeah, and he has been playing phenomenal as well, and that linebacking core is really good, so I expect them to keep terrorizing the quarterback.
All righty, Warden in the shotgun. He's motioning again like they did at the start. Fakes the handoff, and he's got his man out on a wide receiver screen. He's out to the 40, now to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and no one's going to be there. Touchdown, Cardinals. And there you go, Adam. A fast start just like they started the game off. They had him coming out on a screen wide open, and the defense looked like they were asleep on that play. What was up with that one?
Yeah, they had a single high safety, and he was cheating right, and that completely left no help for the cornerbacks on the right side of the field. And I think that, you know, they've just I told you before the break, at the break that containment was key, and they did not contain there.
And that was Zach Patet on the run, or on the wide receiver screen there, and there's the extra point, and it's good. And just like that, the North Central Cardinals are up 24-16 on the UW-Stevens Point Pointers in the third quarter with 13:08 left. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more Pointers football. Alrighty, folks, we're back at Gerke Field here where the Cardinals just put up a dominant offensive drive there to start the second half. Just like the first half, they started off really quick, and we don't need a panic here for Pointer fans and folks at home, but there's got to be cause for concern, Adam.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, here goes Dom for the kickoff. Almonte looking back for it.
Oh.
And Almonte gets a bounce, and he's taking it. He's evading tacklers.
Through the
He's
hole.
still on his feet.
Oh, what a run.
And brought to the 30-yard line for a Pointers. The offense is now on the field.
And that's what you like to see from Christian Almonte right there. He kind of bobbled the kickoff right there, but then he exploded through a hole, made a guy miss, and just made something out of nothing.
All righty, now the coach gave him a little pep talk. They need to get something going on the offense. And I think Almonte, he might have that mental, he can't keep it together up there, but you look at him, he's electric. I mean, he adds something to that offense. I think they need to throw him in there, Adam. I really do. Wow, righty, we got Larson in the pistol. DeJuan right behind him. Two wide receivers to his left, one to his right. Looking at the field, now he takes the snap, hands it off to right. Right looking for a hole here and kind of gets nowhere. And this offensive line right now, Adam, this Cardinals defense line pushing. They're really clogging those holes for DeJuan Wright. Nothing getting open up in the offensive line there.
Yeah, you know, and I think it starts definitely with your upperclassmen leadership, junior Connor Selvey, you know, junior Brent Cisco, you know, these guys who have been here before, been here a while, as upperclassmen step it up a little bit.
All righty, the Pointers now Larson in the pistol there.
No safety over the
Kyle
top.
Larson takes a snap, and he fires away to his
Great
man.
hands. And that
Matt Szynski with a gain of 5 there, and it brings up a 3rd and short for the Pointers.
I think they got Jeremy Niklos with an interference call here. Great catch again by Szynski.
Szynski showing his dominance over there at wide receiver for this Pointer offense. Looks like there's a penalty on the field.
Yeah, definitely.
And this might be a first down for the Pointers, it looks like.
Niklos definitely got there a little early, I think, so we'll see what it's called here. They might have waved it off. They're going to accept the penalty. It looks like they're still conversing, Curtis, on this penalty here.
It's taken a little while to decide what they want. I think they're trying to figure out field position, where the flag was thrown, that kind of thing.
Here's the call.
Holding. Defense. Number 7.
And a holding on the defense here. That will give the Pointers, I think, a first down.
It does.
Automatic.
First down.
First down.
And we'll take it. The Pointers get a break there with a defensive hold.
Yeah. And I would argue, Curtis, this possession for the Pointers, I think is one of the biggest of the game, if not the biggest for them right now. They need to just get down the field and
I totally agree with you, Adam. I think we need to respond, especially when we're down more than a touchdown. All right. Kyle Larson in the pistol. Szynski to his left, 2 right receivers to his right, takes the snap. Stakes back, and he's firing. And Szynski.
Incomplete. Almost intercepted.
Larson got drilled on that play by the Cardinal defender, and Szynski tried to do what he could on the offensive side there just to get the ball knocked down.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, Larson got hit on the play. I think he felt that pressure, and that kind of caused a blooper of a throw, kind of. And so Szynski had to make an adjustment. He kind of became the defender there and had to knock it away. It was almost intercepted by the guy who just committed the penalty, Niklos.
All righty, 2nd and 10 now here. Kyle Larson in the pistol formation. DeJuan right behind him here. And he takes snap, fakes the handoff, and he's got a tight end wide open over the middle. And that's a first down, about a 15-yard gain for the Pointer offense.
That was Lehman.
And Reed Lehman on the reception for about a 15-yard play. And that's starting to get this offense going here as the Pointers are now in Cardinals territory.
And we've talked about it before, Curtis, that matchup problem that Lehman brings.
All righty, Larson still in the pistol. DeJuan right behind him. All righty, and he takes the snap, hands it off to Wright, and Wright's clogged up on that line. I tell you what, this defensive line for the Cardinals is really making a push all game. This offensive line has not gotten any run blocking going for this Pointer offense.
Yeah, and we've talked about the push all game, and I'm kind of getting sick of it. You know, Curtis, I think they need to get a big push here and start getting, you know, the run game going. But another thing is the dimension of Wright is a north and south runner. Maybe get Almonte in there and try and make some plays happen.
I think they're just trying to discipline Almonte a little bit here, but all right, Larson in the pistol, trying to force a defense off sides there, almost did. Takes a snap, fake handoff, rolls out to his left, and he's looking downfield, and he's going to run this one. And Larson across the 40-yard line for about a 3-yard gain, brings up a long third down for this Pointer offense. With 10:40 left in the third quarter, this Pointer team. It's a crucial third down right here, Adam.
It is, and I like what Larson did that last play, though. He's still not trying to force anything. He rolled left, didn't see anything, and he just got out of bounds, got the safe 4-yard gain.
Now Menzel in the game for the Pointers at running back. Left side of Kyle Larson here. One wide receiver to his left, two to his right. All righty, and now Larson. He takes the snap, dropping back, scanning the field. And he's got his tight end again, Lehman, over the middle, and he's wide open on that play. Adam, are they going to cover this guy out here?
Well, like I said, he's a massive nightmare for defensive coordinators. I think Lehman has done an amazing job at just creating open space between him and the linebackers. They were playing soft coverage, I said, right before the snap, and they had zone all the way across, and Lehman
I mean, the way the defense is playing right now, Adam, I think we can throw you out at tight end, you'd be wide open on that play. I mean, come on. The Cardinals not covering Lehman at all. And Larson takes a snap, handing off to Menzel there. Looks like a 2-yard gain for this Pointer offense. Brings up a 2nd and 8 on the 22-yard line. We're in the third quarter here with 9:33 left in the game. Pointers marching now in the red zone.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Chris. I think, you said they might be trying to discipline Almonte. But at what point is enough for this coaching staff to try and get something going on the ground here?
And I think we're both fans of this Almonte guy. This guy's electric, all right? And he needs to be on the field. And that's the only – I mean, some of these runs we were talking about, they're getting no push, and they need to get this run game going if they want to win this game. All right, here we go, 2nd and 8. Larson in the pistol takes a snap, and he hands off to Menzel. And Menzel takes it out, and he's up to the 16-yard line. That brings up a 3rd and short for the Pointers offense.
Hurry up offense.
Menzel with a nice run there. Oh, yeah. That's what they needed. He actually had a hole there, Adam.
Finally.
All righty, now Larson still in the pistol. Trips to his left, one to his right, takes a snap, and he hands off to Menzel again, and Menzel's got a hole. And he's grounded and pounding. He's down to the 5-yard line. Pointers first down and first and goal for the Pointers.
Finally, we are seeing a push by this offensive line. There was no one there to contain him to the left. And finally, this running game is getting going right when it needs to in the red zone.
I think the offensive line finally came out of the locker room. They've been in there all game. I tell you what, it's about time.
And Menzel's looking electric there. I think, you know what you have with Wright. He's a north-south runner, but Menzel's making some cuts, making some moves, and he is showing how electric he can be at the running back position.
All righty, now we got Larson in the pistol, 2 to his right. And they're motioning across here. Penkow across the field. Larson takes the snap. Looking Larson's way. He's got Matsuzgetsi, and Larson takes for the run, and he's diving forward, and he gets it down about the 2-yard line. Pointers will take it 2nd and 2 on the 2-yard line. Third quarter, 7:50 left.
when you're a quarterback, especially here in the red zone, you want to take care of the football, and to run
Gain of
like crazy
3
like that
on
and knock it down.
second and goal.
He could have taken a huge hit. He took a semi-huge hit, and he's lucky the ball didn't squirt out of there. He's got to be smart here, especially.
He's got to
in the
be
red zone.
smart, Adam. I agree with you there, but I'll tell you what, we need points, and a touchdown is what we need here, and I think that's what Larson wanted on that play. All righty, here we go. We got one wide receiver to his left, one to his right. Larson in the pistol. Menzel in the backfield. Alrighty, he takes a snap, fakes a handoff, and he's rolling out. Oh, and he fumbles it! Larson picks it back up, and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and it brings him back to the 8-yard line. That costly mistake there by Larson. Just couldn't hold on to that ball.
Yeah, I think he got a little nervous with the pressure there, Curtis. He was rolling right for a lefty. That's hard to do regardless, but if there's someone in your face and you try and pull it up and throw it, you can get a little nervous. So the ball just slipped up, but good awareness by Larson to just fall on it there.
And alrighty, the Pointers going with their favorite targets here. We got Taylor in the game, Szynski, Lehman. Menzel in the backfield along with Kyle Larson in the shotgun. He takes a snap, scanning the field, looking left, and he's got his man, Taylor! Touchdown, Pointers! Taylor, I tell you what, this guy's been all over the field. Touchdown, Pointers! With 6:28 left in the third quarter. And the point offense, way to come back on that drive and punch it in.
And it was his main man, Logan Taylor, on the reception, and a kid, Kyle Larson, with a lot of moxie, a lot of poise. You gotta love it, Curtis.
And you know what? It ain't over yet, Adam. We're going for 2 here. Larson in shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Down by 2 to the Cardinals here. Pointers looking to tie the game up. Motion Taylor over. Larson takes a snap. Scanning. He's rolling out to his right. Trying to find it. And he's got him from the 2-point conversion. Taylor. Wow. Taylor's going to score a touchdown. You might as well add him to the 2-point conversion. And the Pointers tie the game here with 6:28 left in the third quarter. UW Stevens Point 24 and North Central Cardinals 24. We'll be right back.
SPTV is your home for everything Pointers, only on Charter Channel 983.
This UWSP Sports broadcast is brought to you by SPTV. Let's make media together.
Bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
Alrighty, welcome back, Pointers fans. It's in the third quarter with 6:28 left. Pointers just scored a touchdown and got the 2-point conversion. They're tied. It's all knotted up here at Gorky Field, 24-24.
Yeah,
Valverde now here for the kick. And Adam, we'll go back to the play in a little while here, but let's see the kickoff now. And there's the whistle. And Valverde takes the boot. It's a short one, Adam.
They don't know.
And he slips, and he's stumbling. He's still on his feet, and he's taken down at the 23. And I tell you what, this Pointer momentum is starting to shift. You can definitely see it within these fans and on this team overall.
Oh yeah, and I know we've praised the maturity of the young quarterback Kyle Larson. Only a sophomore, Curtis. Yet on that drive, he looked like a seasoned veteran such as Brett Favre even on that drive.
And folks, we at home, we just mentioned Brett Favre on the telecast here. I mean, come on.
I may have over-exaggerated there a little bit, but he is looking electric. He is firing. He's got a strong arm, and he is just showing a lot of poise in that pocket.
Alrighty, now the North Central Cardinals looking to respond here. Dylan Warden at the quarterback. Looks like they're going with a little read option here. Hands it off to Rudolph.
Yeah, and that defensive line got kind of beat back there by that offensive line, and I expect a better push than that coming out of this into the second half.
I apologize. That was Zach Patet there on the run for about a 5-yard gain. That brings up a 6-yard gain. That brings up a 2nd and 4. Ball on the 29-yard line. Cardinals still in that pistol formation. Warden takes a snap. Fakes the handoff,
big
and now
stand.
he's running. He's to the 40. Oh, and he's tripped up. What a game saver that was there. By Matt Gaffney, a shoelace tackle there, and that he might have went off to the races.
Yeah, and I apologize. I thought they met him at the line and had him, but he broke free. Very nice run there by Matt Gaffney.
Cardinals going now, no huddle now.
Signals called in here. Signals called in here from the sideline here now as the Cardinals try and shake things up.
Dylan Warden in the shotgun. He's got Ryan Kent to his left and two receivers to his left. And he fakes the handoff. He's rolling out.
Containment, they got him.
And there's Dan Brown again.
Dan Brown. What a job containing the quarterback. What did I tell you? They needed containment, and they did a phenomenal job there. Dan Brown staying home and got him. What a play.
And I tell you what, this guy, Dan, he's the man right now. He's just been all over the field today.
Oh, man, and I got to tell you, he was my first half MVP, and with a play like that, he could be my game MVP. What a play by Dan Brown.
Dylan Warden now in the shotgun. One wide receiver to his right, two to his left. Ryan Kent in the backfield aside of him. Checking out the defense. He takes a snap. Fake hands it off. And he's going to throw one up.
Intercepted! He got it! Deion Jones!
To the 50. He's to the 40. He's got Bucket ahead of him.
What a hurdle!
And he's knocked out at the 20-yard line.
Deion
Jones again with another interception. You know what? You look at that play, that wide receiver wasn't even going. That was a little miscommunication there on the cornerback-wide receiver duo. And Deion Jones takes advantage and comes away with the interception.
The quarterback saw something that the wide receiver didn't. I think he was going to run a little out route. Deion Jones makes the adjustment, and that's the second interception on the game.
You might give Dan Brown the MVP, but I'm giving his Pointers defense the MVP today. I tell you what, they've been all over the field. They've been electric, and they're creating turnovers for this offense.
It's fantastic. I cannot say enough about this Pointers defense, and this team as a whole. The fifth-ranked team of the country comes in here, and they are not phased at all.
All righty, now Pointers on the 19-yard line, third quarter, 4:25 left. First and 10, Kyle Larson in the pistol. Motions over Lehman. All righty, and he fakes hands off here, and he's throwing.
Oh.
And he had Zazinski, it looked like. And maybe the safety over the top would have prevented that pass, but sailed that one out of bounds.
I think, he trusted his arm strength a little bit too much there, Curtis. I think if he drops it in there with a little touch, I think he's got himself a gain. But nice route by Zazinski, way to get open, and there was a tight window, but I think they could have had it with a little more touch on that pass.
All righty, now the Pointers going no huddle here. DeJuan Wright to his left. Two receivers to his right, one to his left. Tight end on the right side there. All righty, now he's motioning Taylor over. Taylor cutting across the field, and he hikes the ball, and he hands it off to Wright. Wright going on the right side. Picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Now bring up a third and long here now.
That's been the story of the day for DeJuan Wright. I think, we know what we got with him. We got a north-south runner who's going to try and bull over people. And I think you'd like to see a little more elusiveness from DeJuan Wright, excuse me. But I think, they've got to execute and do something here in the red zone, Curtis.
All righty, Nate Krupp coming into the game now. Looks like the Pointers are going with a 5-wide set here. 2 to their right, 3 to their left. Menzel running back in the slot. You got Zazinski and Taylor to his right. And they throw a wide receiver screen to Zazinski. They got a man open. He's to the 10, and he's grounded down, and he's down at the 5-yard line. Pointer first down. Brings up a first and goal with 2:29 left in the third quarter.
Just an expertly executed play there.
And Adam, we actually got a man down on the field for the Cardinals. That's Peter Mann. He's hobbling off, and he doesn't look good over there.
Yeah, and that's the senior D tackle, and it's a lot of leadership loss if they can't have him back. We hope to see him back on the field real soon.
All righty, now it looks like the Pointers might be. Menzel's back in the game. Menzel's still in the game, I apologize. Menzel's still in the game now at running back.
Going back to that screen, Curse, it was expertly designed, and Sosinski took advantage of it.
All righty, first and goal now on the 5-yard line. Kyle Larson in the pistol. And Menzel, he's got to run. He's
got it!
Touchdown
Pointers!
Menzel
what a play!
And he makes a play. And just like that, the Pointers go ahead of North Central Cardinals, 30-24. Pending an extra point kick. We talked about the run game all day long. Menzel spinning around and he makes a play.
Yeah, and I said that's what they need, a little looseness. And I think you look at Menzel, he's making plays happen. The line's finally pushing, and we're finding the end zone. What a drive, what a play.
Alrighty, and Valverde for the kick. And it's good, and the Pointers go ahead, 31-24 over the Cardinals. Third quarter with 3:01 left.
And we needed them they needed to execute inside the red zone there. They got the interception, they got the 19-yard line, and it looked a little shaky at first, but then they got the turning point of that drive was that screen pass to Sisinski. And it was beautifully faked out by Kyle Larson. He faked it left, looked back right, Sisinski was right there, had a wall in front of him, and that was a perfectly designed play.
Yeah, Menzel, the secondary back here, and coming in and really putting his foot down. And you see that spin move he had, and I mean, he was bottled up around the 2-yard line, but he's pushing through and got across the goal line there.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic push up front, and Menzel made it happen. Way to go.
Just to give a shout out to the defense again, they're really setting this offense up for success right now, and we hope to keep seeing this. And here we go, we got Valverde looking to kick.
We'll see how North Central responds here.
John Skokna, it looks like he's not looking like he's going to be returning this one. Peter Sorensen looking to return. And Valverde with the kick. And
onside kick. Oh, and it doesn't go far.
And an onside kick. An onside kick. Hold on here.
Yards?
The refs are talking this one over. This was a gutsy call, I'll tell you that.
I don't think it went 10 yards, but the refs.
And the Pointers! The Pointers have the ball and an onside kick. Everyone, no one saw this coming at them.
I know, and you've got to figure. They're gonna talk this over. They'll probably review it, Curtis.
I have the film. We have the field. This ball first touched by a member of the kicking team. 1st and 10, North Central.
All righty, I'm sorry about that, folks. I probably broke your eardrums at home, but it looks like it was called. The onside kick went the other way because it was a.
I have it on.
What was the penalty there?
Illegal
again,
touching, and that's what I thought it was, Curtis. I knew the ball didn't go 10 yards, so I thought that was a big mistake initially by that the refs, and I thought it was illegal touching, and it turned out.
I tell you what, the Pointers special team threw me through a loop, signaling it was their ball there.
Yeah.
All righty, now the Cardinals take over on their Pointers 43-yard line. Dylan Warden in the pistol. Hands it off to Kent. And
nice tackle.
Bottled up right away for about a 1-yard gain. Brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals. All right, let's go back to the onside kick here, Adam. Did you like the call?
I liked it. It surprised a lot of people, and it looked to be it fooled the whole Cardinals receiving team. However, it's got to go 10 yards, and it did not. So
bad execution on the play. I thought it was a great time to call it.
Yep.
And it just shows that they really have faith in this defense. All right, here we go. And Warden takes a snap. There's some pressure there. He avoids it. He's rolling out now right. And he fires and he overthrows his man there. He was rushing that throw, and the Pointers were coming on him hot, but you got to, in the right time, you got to hone down and take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, Dylan Warden's just got to settle down here. He's had a rough game so far. He's been rushing a lot by that Pointer front four, and I think this Pointer defense got to stand tall here. Big 3rd down and 9 here, and I think that Dylan Warden's got to just settle down, though, and realize that he's just got to take his time.
And John Skokna coming into the game now. Dylan Warden in the shotgun.
Huge play.
He's got 2 backs on his right side, 1 wide receiver to his right, 2 to his left. And now the Cardinals take a timeout with 2:23 left in the 3rd quarter. They didn't like what they saw on the defensive side of the ball. The Pointers are leading 31-24 over the Cardinals. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, more Pointer football.
My name is Julia Flaherty. I'm the current promotions director at SPTV. My job allows for me to have a lot of personal creative direction because that is the team environment that we instill here at SPTV. This past summer, I had the opportunity to write for hercampus.com as well as thedailyquirk.com. Personally, I feel that being involved with SPTV has really helped boost my confidence and my ability to network with other students. If student media is something that interests you, and even if you're not really sure what student media means, you should stop by our studios. We are looking forward to having you involved this year, and we cannot wait to make media with you.
Alrighty, Pointer fans, we're back here with 2:23 left in the third quarter. Big third down here for the Pointer defense right now. Dylan Warden is in the shotgun. Tyler Kent to his right, one wide receiver to his right, two to his left. Alrighty, and now he's motioning Skokna, and he fake hands off. Dylan Warren's got a hole.
And he's short.
And he's short. That brings up about a 3rd and 2 there, or 3rd and 1. I apologize, a 4th and 1. Now this is where it'll be interesting. Do the coaches take their shot here? And I think they do. You got to go for it here.
Yeah, I think you do. I think if you're the Cardinals, you got to get momentum going. The Pointers have all the momentum right now. If you get this first down, you put a little momentum in your tank here.
Alrighty, now Dylan Warren in the shotgun. Ryan Kent to his right with another receiver. They got 3 wide receivers to his left. Warren scanning the defense now. Alrighty, and now he takes the snap, fake hands off, and he's throwing one up.
Incomplete.
And incomplete on a 4th and short, and they went with a 10-yard pass there. What do you think of that call, Adam?
I think if you're the Cardinals coaching staff, you've got to question your own mistake there in calling that kind of play. You just had a big run with the quarterback. Do a QB draw. Run with your acclaimed running back. You know, I think Ryan Kent would have been a better option there. It's 4th and 1 almost, but then what an adjustment by Deion Jones, because that was going to be a hard adjustment. I thought he might have had pass interference there if he doesn't turn his head around, but he did it, and it was just a great adjustment by him.
Alrighty, now the Pointer offense looking to take over. A 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. It's the third quarter here with 1:39 left. Alrighty, DeJuan Wright in the backfield. Kyle Larson in the pistol. 1 wide receiver to his left, 2 to his right. All right, and then Kyle Larson takes a snap. He's dropping back, and he's scanning.
Got him!
Fires away to Taylor, and
got him again!
Open again.
What a play by Logan Taylor!
And another nice gain there, 20 yards on the strike for Kyle Larson there. Yeah, beautiful throw, nice protection, had a lot of time, and Taylor across the middle of the field.
Oh yeah, beautiful protection across the board, and Kyle Larson steps up, just takes his time, goes through his reads, and what about Logan Taylor, Curtis? What an absolute phenomenal day he's having.
Jameson Brock in the game for the Pointers at wide receiver on the left side. Kyle Larson, the pistol, takes a snap. It's a little low. He's scanning the field. Now he's running for it, and he's sliding down and gets about a 5-yard gain on the play. That was a good call on his part. The protection broke down, saw a hole, and took advantage of it.
Yeah, very good job by him. His awareness is phenomenal so far today, Curtis. I think you look at Kyle Larson, and he's just making everything happen right now. Everything's clicking for this Pointer offense, and they've just got to keep it going.
Alrighty, now they're getting calls in here. Kyle Larson in the pistol. DeJuan Wright in the back.
Safeties are up. Let's look for something deep maybe here.
2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Kyle Larson takes the snap, and he hands it off to Wright, and Wright powers forward. He keeps moving those legs, and he powers forward for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and short, now 3rd and 4 on the Pointers, the Cardinals' 35-yard line. Third quarter, looks like it might be coming to an end here.
Yeah, and I think, you look at DeJuan Wright, and you can't question the kid's toughness. He's been running tough all game, Curtis, and he just hasn't gotten a lot of help when he's gotten touches.
Alrighty, well, for me and Adam here, it's the end of the third quarter at Gorky Field. The Pointers looking to add to their lead when they come back in the fourth quarter. The UW-Stevens Point Pointers are winning 31-24 over the North Central Cardinals. We'll be right back after this break. Adam, we're getting our workout here in the booth for fans at home. We're doing a little jump around there playing the game. It's not as good as Camp Randall, but hey, you can't complain. All righty, now Kyle Larson's out there. Looks like the 32-yard line in the pistol formation. 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap, fakes it, hands off.
Got him.
Fires away to Szynski.
Still going.
Stays on his feet. He's down at the 14-yard line.
What a play.
20-yard pass again. Larson is just on today. I tell you what, folks at home, Kyle Larson he's sitting on all cylinders right now, Adam.
Yeah, and he hasn't been fazed by anything all day, and that line is protecting him very nicely the second half.
Alrighty, the Pointers taking no time. They snap it.
Oh.
And he is bottled up right away. That offensive line didn't get anywhere there. That defensive line coming through free. And really lighting up Menzel there.
Yeah, and that was a good hit by Michael Monterubio. I'm sorry, I butchered that name. But a very good job coming off the blitz, and he hit him right away.
Alrighty, now the Pointers 2nd and 10 on their 14 here. 2 wide receivers to Larson's left, 2 to his right. And here we go. Takes the snap, fakes it, pump fakes.
Got him! Yes!
Oh! And he doesn't come up with the catch. Diving catch there and just couldn't corral it, Adam.
I thought he had it. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for getting you excited back home, but I thought he had it. And that was a nice throw by Kyle Larson, dropping it in there. Just couldn't hang on. Tough catch.
Nate Krupp trying to corral that one in, dove. I think the ball hit the ground and it came flying up.
Yeah, and it's a tough catch to make. And I think, but great throw by Kyle Larson, and he just still is complete. Just going through.
Alrighty, now we're going 5 wide receiver set here, 2 to his left, 3 to his right. Kyle Larson scanning the field. Now he takes the snap. Now he's looking to throw. He pump fakes once. They got a screen, a one-handed catch, and this goes nowhere, and the ball's out.
I think he dropped it.
Cardinals are singing like they got the ball right now.
They're saying it's an incomplete pass. The refs were, I believe. Or one ref
looks like
single.
Stevens Point came up with that, and they're gonna say that was a catch there.
Yeah, one ref was saying incomplete. One ref was saying fumble. A little confusion there by that ref staff.
Alrighty, and that brings up a 4th down here for Valverde. Valverde 3 for 3 on the day, and hopefully he can split the uprights here, Adam.
Got a nice little chip shot here, just
let's add a little insurance to the game.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. The Pointers would like to go ahead with a 10-point lead here.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be about a 28-yard kick. And it looks like it's going to be a delay of game on the Pointers special teams here. Didn't have enough time to get that snap off. That'll bring her back.
Yeah, and you got to play smart football here a little bit. I know it's not the biggest penalty in the world, but any penalty can hurt you, and that just moves the field goal back a little more.
Well, Adam, you told me and you told fans at home, you got to have faith, and I got faith in this Valverde guy. I tell you what, 3 for 3 on the day. Had a monster kick before in the first half. Let's see if he can do it here now.
I'm sure he can.
All righty, we got 13-13 left in the 4th quarter. Valverde looking to add to the Pointers' lead. Vervelde takes a snap, and he kicks, and that looks good.
Got it again.
And he adds to the Pointer lead. The UW Stevens Point Pointers go up 34-24 over North Central Cardinals. Adam, let's talk about that drive. It would have been awesome if they would have scored the touchdown there. The offense was driving all the way downfield and then got the red zone, and we thought last year they struggled versus the Cardinals in the red zone. It looks like it kind of sputtered out there.
Yeah, but at least they got points, Curtis. I mean, points, like I said, are at a premium in football, and I think just getting 3 points there is enough to give them a little momentum. But boy, would this crowd have gone nuts if Kyle Larson dropped that in there for a score.
All righty, we got 13:08 left in the 4th quarter, and the Cardinals are really on their heels, and their fans over there, they don't look too happy.
Yeah, and one thing I got to say real quick is that Tom Durnell deserves a lot of praise for this Pointers team this year. Coming out firing, he's finally got his system implemented, and I think that the head coach, Tom Durnell, is just doing a phenomenal job.
Oh, this whole crowd, the fans, the team, I mean, they are really pumped up right now. This Pointer team coming in, a lot of people doubted them. I mean, I'll admit it myself. I doubted this team, and they're really showing who they are today.
Oh, yeah, they are showing their identity. I told you before the game it was a good measuring stick, and right now it's being measurements all in the Pointers' favor.
All righty, Valverde lining up for the kick here now. And there is the kick.
Another short kick here.
And Pata takes the kick, and he's firing out of there. He's powering forward. He gets around a 27-yard line. The Cardinals will start out on their own 27-yard line. 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. It's really a do-or-die situation here for this Cardinals offense. They really need to put some points on the board if they want to make this a game.
You do not want to give it back to the Pointers offense right now, who's very hot right now. And, I mean, you're the 5th-ranked team in the country coming into this game. Show it. Right on this drive, show it, especially if your quarterback, Dylan Warden. Show that you've got control of this offense. Show that you've got control of your number 5 football team. And show a lot of maturity here.
All righty. Dylan Warden now in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right, running back Ryan Kent to his right as well. 1 wide receiver to his left. All righty, now he takes a snap, drops back, he's looking over, and he's firing away, and that's intercepted! Volasky, who talked about him all game long, and he finally shows up for this Pointer defense.
There he is.
And I tell you what, hats off to this Pointer defense right now. They are electrifying.
Man. And you just look across the board, whether it's Dan Brown, Bo Siebel, John Kontowitz. I mean, you look at this whole team, and now finally Zach Volasky steps in and makes a big play. And that is not what you want if you're Cardinals fans, because now the momentum is soaring for this Pointers team. What a play by Volasky.
And we all know this type of gameplay. It's just ground and pound now for this Pointers offense.
Yeah.
Hats off to this defense, Adam. We've been talking about this all game. This is the MVP right now of this game, this defense as a whole.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And now the backup quarterback's in there again, Curtis.
Zabluski in the game.
Why.
You might see a trick play here. Maybe a wide receiver screen trips to his left, 2 wide receiver to his right. And Zabluski's got a motion here.
Almonte in motion.
Almonte's got the ball. And the Cardinals sniffed that one out right away. They finally got Almonte in the game in this 4th quarter. We were wondering when they'd bring him in, and ends up with a big Pointers loss here on the offensive side of the ball.
Kevin Schrader wasn't fooled at all, the junior safety. He came up and made a nice play on him. But they're looking for unique ways to use Almonte, and I don't think they need to. I think they need to just stick him in at running back and just let him
I don't know
loose.
why they were going with all these special plays. I would have went with the I formation, just ground and pound kind of ball game here, because you really want to run this clock and not back yourself up, because they were in reaching field goal range. All right, and he takes a snap. And Menzo powering forward. Looks like he's got back those yards they just lost. Now it brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Pointers. I think this is a big third. I think this is the biggest third down in the game right here. And I'll tell you why. Because if this Cardinals offense gets the ball back and they go down and score, this game's a whole new ball game for them. They got a lot of momentum building up.
If you get this first down, you've got to keep the momentum and get this first down if you're
Kyle Larson now was in the game at quarterback this last play. Still in now again in the pistol. Menzel is in the backfield as well. 1 wide receiver to his right, 2 to his left. Oh, now he's motioning Menzel to his right side. Shotgun. Takes a snap. He's scanning the field. He's throwing over to Szynski. He's got him, man. Szynski makes
got him again.
He jukes him to the 10. What brings it down to the 5-yard line for the Pointer. That's a first down. Matt Szynski made the guy move, broke his ankles, and now they're 1st and goal on the 5.
Holy cow, what a move by Matt Szynski. He had it, and it looked like he was just going to get the first down, but he turned it into so much more than that, and now it's a 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Pointers. 1st and goal.
Big 3rd down play, Adam, like we said, and they executed perfectly on that. Matt Szynski, star wide receiver for the Pointers, getting the job done there.
Oh, yeah, and a fantastic job by Kyle Larson with a strong throw towards the sideline.
All righty, we got 1st and goal at the 7. 4th quarter, 11 minutes left. Szynski in the pistol, Menzel in this, and we have a flag on the play.
Might have been a delay game there. Could have been a delay game or a false start. We'll see. Oh, it's on. It looks.
And it looks like it appears to be on the Cardinals right now.
Yeah. 12 men on the field, Curtis.
So 12 men on the field, and the Pointers bringing in a big guy here, number 78. That's Edward Nixon, D lineman. Looks like they might try to run some power runs here to push this ball in and put the Pointers up big.
And why not? I mean, you've got a lead. You're in the 1st and goal.
All righty,
from the 3.
Got a 1st and goal on the 3. Kyle Larson in the pistol. Big power formation here. He takes a snap, and he's got a hole, and that's he fumbles! There's a fumble! And the Cardinals pick it up. They're taking it out of the end zone, and he's running. He's to the 20, avoiding tackles. He's to the 40.
Fumble again. No, but it's
and
out
the
of
ball's
bounds.
out at the 40-yard line. The Cardinals, big turnover there by Menzel. had a wide open hole in the end zone and coughed it up for the Pointers.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
And
They
gotta
would have
hang
went
on to the
ahead
ball.
by over 2 scores, and now you look at this Cardinals to rebound here.
And that is a momentum killer right there, Curtis. I think if you're Menzel, you've got to hang on to the football in such a crucial situation. You're at the 3-yard line, try and punch it in, but you've got at the utmost importance right now is possession of the football. Hold on to that ball, and if you're tackled and short of the goal line, it's first down. It's first down.
And I tell you what, Adam, these stands are pretty quiet right now. No one liked to see that. All right, now we take the snap. We got the backup quarterback, and he finds a strike. He's got him across the middle for about a 25, 30-yard gain.
Yeah, and this is just something that can happen right now. I
And
think
the Cardinals strike again, moving up to the Pointers, 28-yard line, going no huddle here. Tyler Dickens still in at quarterback. The shotgun takes a snap. And Ken, he's got a hole here. Boys one, he's breaking 2 tackles. Now he keeps going. He powers down to the 10-yard line. Cardinals, they're answering. They're knocking on the door here.
Oh yeah, they ain't giving up. And I mean, we talked about before the break that they're both both teams are second half teams, and neither team is going to give up easy.
Cardinals still going no huddle. 3 wide receivers to Dickens' right, 1 to his left. Ryan Kent in his backfield on his left side. Dickens takes a snap, fake hands off, and this is a quarterback run. He's up the middle, powering forward. He might get a manageable 1 or 2 yard gain there. Nothing really. Defensive line really clogging up those holes for him there.
Yeah, and right now I want to see a lot of toughness from this defense. I mean, you're backed up against your goal line pretty quick here. Let's see how they can rebound from all the misfortune that's just happened in the last few seconds.
Yeah, the best thing that can happen for this Pointer team as a whole right now is a home for a field goal, at least a field goal try. Alrighty, it looks like we got 2 wide receivers to Dickens' right, 2 to his left. Ryan Kent in the backfield. Now they're motioning Skotkin. Fake hand. Oh, no, he's handed off to
Molavsky.
Molavsky all over the field in the second half.
Yeah, and he kind of redeemed himself there. That big run by Kent before, he missed him in open space, but right there he said no to Ryan Kent.
Alrighty,
Big
Pointers
play.
fans. Everyone should be on their feet for this play at home,
and
I tell you that.
You said that last drive for the Pointers, that was the biggest 3rd down of the game. This might be the biggest play of the game right here for this Pointers defense.
Alrighty, Tyler Dickens under center in the shotgun. Tries to get this Pointer defense off sides. He got 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Ryan Kent on his right side. Alrighty, and Dickens takes a snap, looking for a pass. Throws it. Incomplete. Big 3rd down stop. He had a man in his face there, Dickens did. And it looks like this offense right now is staying on the field.
And I would have to disagree if you're North Central. You have 8
and hold the phone here, folks. Hold the phone here, Cotton. We got to play. We're going for a field goal now here.
That's what I was going to say they should do, because you have 8:20 left. You got to take the points here, in my opinion.
4th and 10, ball in the 12, 4th quarter, 8:20 left. Cardinals down by 10. Dom Zavali here takes a snap, kicks the ball.
And it's good.
And it looks like it's good. The Cardinals rebound now on a turnover, costly turnover there.
Yeah, it's just
by Jake Menzel. And the UWSP Pointers are still ahead, 34 against North Central Cardinals, 27.
Yeah, and Curtis, I think you just got to look at this ball game right now. And, the Pointers are showing the tough identity right now, but they've got to stay within themselves. I've said it all game. Right now, this next possession, waste some time, get some first downs, and just be efficient with the football. Hold on to that ball, and I don't think you want to give it back to that offense after those big plays right now of North Central.
Yeah, and Adam, I think a big key for the rest of the game here is stay true to what you've done all game. Run the ball, throw it on 3rd downs, do the play action, but stick to that run game. Don't get shy and don't go away from it, because I think that's going to keep them in this game and ultimately win this game. I know they had the turnover there, but stick to what you've done all game.
And I think you've got to stick with Menzel. He's had a great game. Don't let one mistake hurt the guy, because I think he's your best back right now running the football.
Alrighty, we got Christian Almonte back to return this one. Dom Zavilia looking to kick this one away for the Cardinals with 8:16 left in the 4th quarter. And there goes Dom with the boot. And it's a good one. Alrighty, and it takes it to the 20. And he's He is tackled around the 25-yard line. The Pointers offense will now take over with 8:08 left in the fourth quarter, leading by a touchdown over the Cardinals. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and I want to see a lot of moxie from Kyle Larson right here, too. Just take control of the offense, show that leadership that we've been talking about all day, and just get your offense together. And I think that's what the coaching staff's trying to do right now, trying to get their heads back in it. I know you had a turnover, but there's a lot of football left, and if you give up now, it's going to be a long day ahead of you yet.
All righty, here's some confusion on the offense. Looks like we got 2 wide receivers to Larson's left, 2 to his right. And Menzel still in the game in the backfield. Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson takes a snap, hands it off to Menzel. And this offensive line looks like they've been looking all game. No real big push, no big holes for Menzel to really create anything, and he's bottled up right away at him.
Yeah, and let's give some credit where credit is due to Jimmy Pelnarsh. I've called his name a few times. He's only a sophomore, but he's playing really good football for that D-line. And then number 99 as well for the Cardinals. Bill Mitchell is in there playing tough for Peter Mann, who left the game.
2nd down and 9.
All righty, now we're still here in the fourth quarter, 7:37 and ticking now. Kyle Larson in the shotgun. Menzel to his right, 2 wide receivers his right, to his left. Takes the snap. He's dropping back. There's some pressure. Moves up. Tries it. A right-handed throw there. Try to get that one away, and pretty much almost got sacked on that play. Way to get the ball off.
Yeah, it was a good job by him trying to improvise there. He kind of shot-putted it, but you've got to do something, and now he didn't take the sack, so that was a good job by Kyle Larson. Big down here again.
3rd and 9. This Pointer team can't really go back on defense, I don't think. I think they need to start sustaining a drive, and this is a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 9, ball on the 27-yard line. Fourth quarter, Kyle Larson in the shotgun, in the pistol. Menzel behind him, got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Szynski on the right side, bottom of your screen. All righty, and Larson takes the snap. All righty, now he's rolling out to his left, and he fires away.
Oh.
And it's an incomplete pass there. Jared Pankow on the throw there, and he couldn't fit it in there.
Yeah,
Too low
and
of a throw there.
Protection broke down early there for Kyle Larson. He didn't see what he wanted right away, and then there were defenders in his face. So good job by him by rolling out. And I think it's a little tough if you're this Pointers offense to head back to the sideline. And, their heads are kind of hanging, but they've got to keep it up, keep their heads up, because they're going to be back on the
All righty, here goes the kick. And it looks like on the sidelines here, Christian Almonte is doing some testing. Might have a concussion, it looks like, that they're testing him for. He's doing some balancing tricks for the trainers right now. But there's the return. He's tackled around the Pointers' 47-yard line. They're in point territory. Good field position for this Cardinals offense. Only down a touchdown, 27-34 with 7:06 left in the fourth. What's the key in this drive, or what's the key for this defense right now for the Pointers?
I think you do what you've done all day. Hound the quarterback, get pressure, stay home if your cornerbacks and safeties, and just play tough, because if you just lay down right now, they're going to throw all over you again.
And this Cardinal offense sticking with their backup, Tyler Dickin at quarterback. He's got Kent to his left, another receiver to his left, 3 wide receivers to his right. They're going with the hot hand that we've been talking about all game. All righty, now Dickin with the snap. Fake hands off. Oh, he missed sack there. And Dickin pulls it in and runs for about a 8-yard gain there. Brings up a 2nd and 2 now.
Yeah, he didn't see what he liked downfield, so he tucked and ran like any good quarterback should, and that was a very good job by him.
And it looks like this defense as a whole, they need to get in this mentality of this first half right now. I'm not liking what I'm seeing right now from this defense. Here we go now, the Cardinals. Hand it off to Kent. Kent didn't see what he
Nice job.
But he's bottled up. Bo Seibel there comes up on the defense and holds him for a loss. That's what you want to see.
You look at this defense and the toughness. Bo Seibel showed the toughness right there, staying home and meeting Kent right in the backfield. Good job by him.
All right, it brings up another big 3rd down. 3rd and 5, ball on the 41-yard line.
Big play
6:08 and running. Fourth quarter here. Cardinals Dickin in that quarterback in the shotgun. Kent to his right. 2 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Coach is signaling for maybe some audibles here, Adam. All right, now Dickin takes a snap fake, hands off, throws a wide receiver screen.
Nice play! What a play!
And they're going to call that an incomplete pass. I thought that was behind him, but maybe not.
That was Mike Longmire on the play. What a job by him.
And with the Cardinals in Pointer territory, it looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and 5 on the 41, 5:47 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, I don't agree with this, Curtis, at all if you're the Cardinals. You try and pin this Pointers offense that hasn't moved the ball that well lately deep, and you try and stand with your defense.
Like I tell everyone at home, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, Adam. Here we go. Dickin takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. He's got blocking all day long. Fires away, and he's got his man. And that's a catch on the sidelines. What a catch there.
What a throw. I think rolling right like
by
that.
Peter Sorensen, the wide receiver for North Central there, makes a nice sideline catch, had pressure on him, caught it in traffic, and that's a Cardinals first down, Adam.
Yeah, like you said, risk it to get the biscuit, I guess. But great job on the run there by quarterback Tyler Dickin, and what a throw on the run.
All righty, no huddle here for the Cardinal offense. Dickin in the shotgun. Now they motion. They're motioning and they're back. And he's got a tight end wide open. No one covered him on that play. I think that was a zone call on the Pointers defense there. No one. Guy was wide open there, Adam. What'd you see on that?
Yeah, I saw the linebackers clear out kind of doing zone, and I thought that the safety, Valafsky, I've praised him all game, should have came up and covered that zone over the middle, but he kind of lost his man there.
All righty, it's 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. Ball on the Pointers 14. Fourth quarter, 4:55 left. Dickin motions again here. All righty, he fires away. He's got it.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Dropped.
Pass intended for number 18.
Ryan Cool with the drop there. He had one back in the first half. Ryan Cool with another drop on the day. All righty, and this Cardinal offense still going no huddle, getting the calls in from the sideline. Looks like John Skokna in the game. Now these fans are starting to get fired up here. 2nd and 10 here.
Big possession.
All righty, now Tyler Dickin back in the shotgun. Kent to his right, takes a snap. Pump fakes once.
Got him!
Sack! Down goes
Dan
Frazier.
Brown!
Dan Brown in the game.
Oh, yeah. That was Dan Brown.
And Aaron Carlin, Aaron Carlin on the sack there. A lot of pressure. Got to the quarterback, and they took him down. Dickin down on the field. Big third down here. 3rd and 16. Ball in the 20. Fourth quarter, down by a touchdown. The Cardinals are looking to push one in here, Adam.
Yeah, that was a great play by the linebacker there to come off the edge and get him.
Tyler Dickin in there at quarterback in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Already takes a snap, dropping back, scanning the field. Doesn't see the next.
Got him!
And sack. The ball's out. The ball's out.
Who's got it?
And it looks like
4th down. They're going to signal 4th down.
And it looks like the Cardinals somehow came up with that one in the end there, and it brings up a 4th and 22, ball on the 26. On the sack there, I didn't catch who that was. Big play, though, for this Pointer defense.
That whole front 7 today has played phenomenal. They've hounded the quarterback all game long. Doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for the Cardinals. They're just hounding them.
They clearly don't trust their kicker here, and I think this is their only shot that they think.
This might
4th
be the
and
ball
22,
game.
ball on the 26. This is probably the biggest play of the game right now. Shotgun takes a snap. Dickin doesn't find anything. He throws it.
Incomplete.
And incomplete. The Pointers take over on the 26-yard line with 3:14 left. UW Stevens Point Pointers 34, North Central Cardinals 27. Adam, big statement there for the defense.
They're showing that they don't mess around with anybody, whether you're the 5th-ranked team in the country or Albion or Cole College. They don't mess around. They don't discriminate because they're coming after you this season. Watch out if you're on the Pointers schedule. This defense is tough. But then again, this crowd is very excited, but there's 3:14 left, and you're versing the 5th-ranked team in the nation.
And it's never over until that clock says 0. All righty, the Pointer offense loving that pistol formation. 2 wide receivers to Larson's left, 1 to his right. DeJuan Wright in the backfield now. Takes a snap. And there's a fake there, and they throw it. Questionable call there on the throw to Szynski on a little slant route.
Well, you got to keep the
Brings
defense
up a
honest.
2nd and 5.
Nice job by Sosinski getting hit on the play, but he has one of the best hands on this team, if not the best, and he is showing a lot of toughness.
And a timeout here now by the North Central Cardinals. We will take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, more football. 3:06 left in the fourth quarter. The Pointers lead the Cardinals 34-27.
SPTV is your home for everything Pointers, only on Charter Channel 983.
Homecoming 2014 is wrapping up, and you can catch all the highlights on this week's SPTV News.
If you like the sports broadcast brought to you by SPTV. Field here, 3:06 left in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 10. And there's an offsides. And Larson throws that one. It was a free play. It looks like there was an offsides on the Cardinals defense there. Interesting. They call a timeout to get probably reset on the defense. Didn't like what they were seeing. And they come out and they get an offsides penalty.
Well, you'll take what you can get because it's going to be close to a first down here now for the Pointers. And that hard count of Larson has been really good all game long. They've been jumping all over the place, that Cardinals defense.
And with that free play now, it's a 2nd and 1 ball on the 35-yard line for the Pointers. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter here. Pointers looking to lock and seal this one up, Adam, today. They've been playing well all game for everyone who's been tuning in on our station live streamed at home. Kyle Larson in the pistol formation, and looks like... Is that Almonte in the backfield? All righty, and Almonte has a fake. And Larson just throws that one away. And I question the call, Adam. I really do. You look at this game, you're facing a ranked number 5 team in the league right now.
Yeah.
2:55 left in the fourth quarter, and it's a 2nd and 1, and you decide to throw the ball.
I question it. I question the play call. However, what a good job by Kyle Larson to get rid of the football. And, you need to get out of there. And he almost took a sack, which would have been almost worse for this Pointer team because then you have to pass on 3rd down.
And nothing is given, Adam. We've seen it all game. Nothing's given with this offensive line, especially running the ball. They haven't got any push at all this whole game running the ball. Nothing really opened up. Had a few other runs. Looks like there was a flag on the field.
Oh, they're going to call intentional grounding on him. He never left the tackle box.
And this is why they should have never ran the ball in that situation. I disagree 100% with this coaching staff. I'm the offensive coordinator for the Pointers. You're up by a touchdown to the ranked number 5 team, the 2nd and 1 with 2:55 left. You're trying to run the clock out, and you go on a 2nd and 1, you throw the ball.
Yeah,
and then it's negated by a penalty.
Yeah, and now you have to pass the ball. I mean, you go from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 13 now. Big mistake by this Pointers coaching staff.
All righty, here now we got Kyle Larson in the pistol formation, takes the snap, looking to throw, and he's firing away, and he overthrows. Jared Pankow on the throw there, tried to get him open. He had him there, he just overthrew him. Brings up a 4th down for the Pointers. I'm going to go back to that play. That could be the turning point of this game.
It really could, Curtis. And I know when you have 2nd and 1 and you have a 7-point lead, like you said, against the 5th-ranked team in the nation, you've got to execute and take advantage of every opportunity in the game of football. And they didn't do that there. They decided to pass it, and it wound up with the costly penalty. And I don't know why they would do that, Curtis.
All righty, and John Skokna now looking to return this one, and here goes the punt. And Skokna, and he's going to take this one.
Nice
He gets hammered around the 35-yard line.
Tim
Burmeister on that one. Flying down the field and wrapped up and lit him up on the 35-yard line. Cardinals take over on their own 35-yard line here.
You've got to question the punt returner there, not calling a fair catch. He had people converging on him, and he caught it trying to be a hero maybe a little bit, and Tim Burmeister said, "Hello, welcome to Gerke Park." So now it may come down to this defense, Curtis.
And it looks
who's
like
played tough all
Dickin is
game.
still in this game here. Trips to his left, one wide receiver to his right, along with the back. He motions Stockton over, fake hands off, and Dickin runs that one, takes it himself for about a 2-yard gain, 2:36 and rolling now in the fourth quarter.
And that was a nice job of staying home by that defensive line. You know, they accounted for everything there and just made a nice play.
Already going no huddle now. Dickin in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Coach is giving him signals now, maybe changing up the play at the line.
This crowd's getting into it, Curtis. I love it.
Okay, here now, Dickin takes a snap, fakes it to Kent, and he has 18 wide open, and he missed that throw. He lands that throw. That guy was wide open in the middle of the field on that slant or that post play, and just missed him there. Big opportunity that he gave up, Adam.
Yeah, and I think the Pointers were once again in zone there, and they've had a lot of holes in their zone, and that was almost a big completion for the Cardinals. Big down here, Curtis.
And you question if they should go back to Dylan Warden. I mean, it's just interesting to see how they game plan for this. Here we go now. Tyler Dickin still in the game. 2:03 left in the fourth. Takes a snap, and he hands it off to Kent. And Kent is power forward to about the 46-yard line. It brings up a 4th and short here. This is the play of the game, folks. Here, this will keep the game alive for the Cardinals, and if the point comes up with a stop here, that's about it.
Yep, and I think, you know, the Pointers are going to have to stick to their identity that we've talked about all day about toughness. Let's see what you got here, Stevens Point.
Alrighty, Cardinals got trips to the left, 1 to their right. Dickin calling out some signals, and the Pointers look like they've taken a timeout here. Tom Turnell doesn't like what he sees. Alrighty, Adam, 1:30 left, fourth quarter. You're the Cardinals offense. What are you calling here? It's 4th and 1 on the 47.
I think you look at what you've done all season with Kent, and you run right at this Pointers defense. I don't care how tough the Pointers have been all game. If you have done so well on the ground, and they have done well on the ground all game long, you've got to give it to Kent or do a QB draw or something and get the first down any way you can on the ground. Don't pass it here. Run it right at him.
I totally agree with you here. I think you ground and pound, and hopefully this Pointer defense, like they've done all game, has come up with a stop. This defensive line, you got to tip their hat off to them. They played very well.
I cannot say enough about Dan Brown and just that line in particular. They have stepped it up here. It's homecoming. The atmosphere was great from the get-go. We don't know what to do with all our fans here at Gerke Stadium because we couldn't fit them in our bleachers, so there's a lot of pink in that opposing team's bleachers as well. So I think the atmosphere has fueled these Pointers to just come out firing all game long, and that's why they've got a lead right now.
And here we go now. 4th and 1, ball on the 47-yard line. Cardinals looking to convert here. Fourth quarter, down by a touchdown. Looks like Dickin's in at quarterback, and the shotgun trips to his left, 1 to his right. Kent in the backfield alongside his right side there. Dickin motioning Stockton.
Draw play.
Got him! And
they got
him! And that could be your ball game, Adam. The Pointers hold them here.
Wow! They got him!
Wow! 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. UW Stevens Point Pointers 34, North Central Cardinals 27. Adam, what do you think on that play?
Who have we talked about all game long? Dan Brown came up big again, had him by the ankles, and then the Pointers converged. What a game by Dan Brown. He's still my MVP. We can give it to the whole defense if you like, but Dan Brown is the heart and soul of that line today. Wow. What a play by Dan Brown.
And the best part of the game for these Pointer fans, a victory formation here.
Oh, man.
Going up against a ranked 5 team in the league, and you're going to go up with the upset tonight. And homecoming, pink game, big game for the fans. Everyone's excited.
This is one of the most tough football games I've ever seen from this Pointers defense. I've been here a few years now, Curtis, and I have not seen as exciting a game as this from the Pointers. I think you've got to tip your hats off to this coaching staff. Yeah, they made some questionable decisions in the second half here, but you've got to just love what Tom Janelle's done with this football team. They're finally buying into his system. He's finally found his quarterback. The defense has found their identity, and it's fantastic. It's going to be a heck of a year for this Pointers team.
It's definitely going to be a heck of a year, like you said. This team coming in, most of the people wrote them off and said they're going to get killed. I was one of them. I'll admit it right now. High scoring, though. I'm a little shocked by that, 34-27. But this Pointer offense, this defense, and I'm going to give the MVP to the defense. And we can single out and give it to Dan Brown, but this defense all over theirs. Guys left and right, interceptions, forcing fumbles, stopping them on fourth down. Just overall big play. Alrighty, Larson in on the shotgun, and it looks like he's just going to run this one, slide down. Good call there. And the clock is going to start to tick, folks. 1:14 and counting left in the fourth quarter. I do not think the
Cardinals are going to get it back, Curtis. There's not enough time on that clock. And you can just see this crowd on their feet, Curtis. And what a special day for these Pointers, let me tell you.
What a special day for the Stevens Point Community General. Homecoming, big game. And we're going to come away with an upset over the ranked 5 team that beat our rivals UW-Platteville last week. This is going to be a big game for them coming out now.
Oh, yeah. Circle that game on your calendar, Pointer fans, because that is going to be a heck of a ball game. And the Pointers who didn't have a shot.
And there's your ball game, folks. Looks like the Pointers are going to walk away with this one. 30 seconds left. Clock's ticking, and the players are going on the field. Adam, this was one for the ages.
It really
great comeback, or great win overall. They had a great first half. They wasn't slow first half, and then they just kept turning in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at this Pointer team as a whole. They stepped up today. They showed that they won't back down for anybody. Just because you're 5th ranked in the country does not mean you can come into this house and burn it to the ground. This Pointer team fought them off from the get-go, and that defense made big plays all day game. But one guy I want to talk about as well, Kyle Larson. You've got to praise the kid, his maturity, the grip he has on this system, and how well he played today, mistake-free football.
Yeah, hats off to the defense MVP award for our station here. We'll give it hats off to the defense. They played very well. Kyle Larson, too, really solidifying himself as that quarterback. And they always say, Adam, we always got to love the underdogs, and that is true today. This Pointer team, everyone's loving them right now. This stadium's electrified right now. This community, it's going to be the town's going to be running crazy tonight, I'll tell you that. But for me and Adam, I'm Curtis Round. This is Adam Yurkowski here. This is Stevens Point SPTV, brought to you by SPTV. We're here at Gorky Field. Stay tuned while our next home game, it's in a couple of weeks, we'll be broadcasting that, so stay tuned and make sure you check us out in 2 weeks. But for me and Adam, we're out of here. The final here at Gorky Field as UW Stevens Point Pointers 34 and North Central Cardinals 27. Thank you.
If you like the sports broadcast brought to you by SPTV, make sure to find us on all of our social media outlets for all of your local Stevens Point athletics.